What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, Rob, myself, is going to be playing this game right here, Spirit Island, for the first time. Not the first time on the channel. Let me be specific. I did crack this open yesterday for the first time. Played it a couple times. Also tried it last night with Mel, my wife, who should be joining me for some co-op play of this eventually. So we're just dabbling, but I wanted to play this solo. I was really itching to play this more after getting a little taste of it yesterday for the first time. So I'm going to be playing it for you guys here, kind of showing this game off. It is awesome. It is awesome. But I do want to give a special shout out to everyone joining us live in the chat and live stream in general. If you're watching this later and don't want to miss us when we go live, you can click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our future live streams. And then you can come and hang out with us in the chat. Also, thank you to our Patreon backers, everyone that donates to the channel and supports us here. Links for that stuff is in the description below. Also, follow on social media so you don't miss when we go live. I'm usually pretty good at posting a little bit before I go live, at least the same day. I got to get better at that, but yeah, at least I'll post there. So you can follow Facebook and Twitter and that stuff down below. Thank you to everyone following us now on Instagram, where I post some pictures every now and then, if I remember to use it. But yes, we have Jeff's here in the chat. Hey, how's it going? In your top 3 games. Okay, so far I can see why. I just played it a little bit. Still haven't dabbled with invaders and those little scenarios with the different rules, whatever those are called. But yeah, just what I've played so far, like 1 and 2 player. This game is awesome. It really gets my brain going, and I love it. Love it. And for those joining us or watching in the future and you're curious about this game, I'll give them a little background while we wait for people to show up for the live chat. So, this game, oh, Mel's here. Watch out, she's a mod in the chat. George, how's it going? Keep it under control in the chat or I'll have Mel kick you out. She is a mod there, so just so you know. I'm just kidding. Hey, how's it going? All right. I fear the guy with the ocean. Oh, I like the fear guy with the ocean guy. I think we played last night. We played with the starter, like Mel used the starter oceany guy, like low complexity, and I played with the defense guy, low complexity, just to try him out. Wasn't really a fan, but we still won by the skin of our teeth. Anyways, so this game, for those who are curious, and I don't know what it's taking me so long to get this on my channel, this has been on my like wish list with some of my local board game retailers for like 2 years. And I looked at it because it was a highly rated co-op game. I saw it rising up on Board Game Geek. As you see here, it is overall 13 of all board games of all time right now on Board Game Geek's overall rankings, and strategy number 12. And I love when I see a strategy game that high, instantly it's on my radar. But whenever I watch reviews or anything on this game, it turned me off that it was complex. I would play a complex game, but I need to have my group play with me. And I've already thrown enough complex games at them, and I kind of see it doesn't work for some and works for others. So I didn't know how much this thing would actually get to the table when I have so many other games that we can play. But recently, something caught my eye. Late 2019, there was something called the 2019 People's Choice Top 200 Solo Games in the One Player Guild on Board Game Geek, which I browse every now and then since I now dabble in solo, as you'll see here today. Since games before, I did not care if they had a solo aspect to them. I used to just literally take those components out, throw them in a Ziploc bag, and throw them in like a container where I just keep all the solo components for games just to get them out of the box to have more room for expansions and stuff. Because I really didn't play solo. I didn't care for it. And the only games I played solo in the past, like a couple of years ago, I played Lord of the Rings LCG, and there was a game, Space Hulk, the card game or adventure card game or something like that it's called, where I played that solo one night working a night shift, covering a guy's shift just to keep myself from falling asleep on the keyboard. So I played that one a bunch solo because I had no other choice. There was literally no one else in the whole building. So that's what I did. But that was the only solo gaming I ever did when I was forced to, and I never really thought I would enjoy it. But here I am. Now I'm paying attention to stuff like this. So on this list, and there's a better list over here. I've seen this list before. I had Mage Knight at the top, and I see this game is always on solo lists, and it's also co-op. So that one's been on my list for a long time. Well, when I saw this top list go out, it really made me look at Spirit Island, which is now the #1 solo game according to 500 and something people in this guild. Yes, that's not a lot of gamers, but those are hardcore solo gamers, and when those people are voting, I take their votes very seriously because they're in a Board Game Geek guild all about solo gaming. So you gotta take their votes kind of serious. That's like, I would assume, the cream of the crop. So when I see that Spirit Island now is shot up to this list being the #1 solo game of all time, and I was looking for solo games to play here on live streams in the afternoon, And Mage Knight was already on my list. Spirit Island's on my list, but they were on my list for co-op reasons. And same with Aeon's End, which is funny. That's on the list there too. And all three of those games I got for the holidays because I was like, okay, now that they're top solo games and top co-op games and very high on Board Game Geek, I need to get them on the channel because I was just kind of dabbling around and wanted to get them, but in no rush, didn't care. But got all three now. And it's funny, if you look at this top list, I don't have Terraforming Mars, but I do have Aeon's End, I have Scythe, I have Gloomhaven. I don't have Arkham Horror, the card game. It's been on my list forever, but now with Marvel Champions out, I don't know if I'll go back and check this one out. I have Robinson Crusoe now. I got a used copy of that to try out. I have Lord of the Rings LCG, played that a ton. I have Too Many Bones. I have Seventh Continent. I have Viticulture. So out of the top 12, I have all but 2. So lots of stuff to play solo game on the channel. And Terraforming Mars, I need to get that. It's just like, I just wish they'd come out with a second edition where they actually paid for a graphic designer to make that game look good on the table. Just kidding, sort of. And Wingspan, I eventually want to grab that, but it's that's like a unicorn here in Canada where like I'll see it in stores for like a 10 seconds and they'll all be gone before I can like click add to cart. It's like empty, so yeah, that's trouble. But yeah, go check this list out. Go over, just Google Board Game Geek Top 200 2019 Solo or something like that, and you will find this list. And some of these ratings aren't accurate, but you can see them here. Where you can just sort through it like an ugly Board Game Geek. For this is like so archaic, this the way this is, but at least all the good info's here. But you can like jump, I guess, to page 8, and yeah, and you can see like number 25 here. It's kind of weird they're like listed, like don't ignore that number. But 25, I have Marvel Legendary. Got to get that back on the table now that Marvel Champions is being played again. I'm gonna go back and try that out. I've only played Marvel Legendary a couple times. I have it, had the core set tried out with my daughter. She liked it, it was okay. But I do want to play it now that I've played Marvel Champions, kind of compare them. So I'll probably pop that on the channel at some point. I want to get Legendary Encounters. I love the Aliens movies. But yeah, you can just check out the top here. You can go through the whole top 200 if you want and kind of see comments. People have put comments in here all about them. And it's kind of neat. So anyways, that's my background why Spirit Island has now hit the channel, because this is the final nail in the coffin that pushed it forward, is the top 200 list. But man, number 13 of all games of all time on Board Game Geek, like that's up here with the likes of like Gloomhaven, Pandemic Legacy, which I've played that game, played all through 1 and 2. Love that game. Through the Ages, something I want to get eventually, but it's just like never really thought I would be able to play with other people. So it's like the themes sometimes throw games off for me because I know my play group and the people I play with and what they like, and it's like sometimes a theme will just tank a game. Even though I may want to play it, it's just like if I have no one to play it with, sometimes I'll just pass it up. But anyways, yeah, you see some big games here, and you see Spirit Island up here with it, and I'm sure it's going to keep rising. But yeah, some big hitters. So this game's a huge game. I just want to say, for people who don't know what it is who watch my channel, just kind of give you a background there on what that's all about. Also, there's a link in the description below. There's an awesome FAQ for this game I found. I had to look up like one thing, and I googled Spirit Island FAQ, and someone has this like living FAQ like wiki thing here. You want to know like anything, you want to read any FAQ entry on anything, there's like full links where it was, what it's about, like they will describe it here. It's pretty crazy. But link for this is in the description below for anyone who's curious about anything in the game you're not sure. Go check out this FAQ, it's pretty crazy. And we might have to reference it today if something comes up. But yeah, I always look for games when I try to play them on the channel, make sure I know all the latest and greatest rules. But the other thing is it's so big that I can't just browse it quickly like some of the regular FAQs for companies that are like 1 or 2 pages. You kind of glance them over, you're like, okay, there's some errata, there's some corrections, whatever. But this, like, whoa. I know there's a link at the top for errata right here, but look at this. It's like errata and updates. Okay, which printing? I have 7th printing, which is on the back of the box, which is cool. But man, if you have a certain printing and you're like, man, I always wondered like why that card was broken or stupid, go in here. There might be corrections and erratas for it and FAQ entries for it. So just interesting stuff. Just something to point out before we get started that I found yesterday when I was looking, and yeah, pretty cool. All right. So let's see what the chat's saying. I see Jeff and George talking there. Yeah, Space Hulk the card game. Very compact, good one to take on travel. Yeah, I bought that Space Hulk game. I was actually traveling for work, and I was like at a hotel, and I was there for like a week, and I was like, man, I should have packed some games, but I don't really own any solo games at the time. This was like back when that game was still in print, like 2013, 2012 or something. And yeah, I just went to a local game store in like Calgary, Alberta, and which is an amazing game store. Century Box, if anyone in the area knows Century Box. It's a well-known game store, like one of the top game stores in Canada. Like if you go check this store out, it's like 2 stories, this giant like house that was turned into a game store. It's crazy, like crazy amount of games in there. But yeah, I went and checked the store out, and yeah, I bought that Space Hulk game. I bought a Thunderstone Advanced box of some kind. I don't remember what it was, but it didn't have instructions in it because AEG is a trash company and has no quality control. But yeah, other than that, now they're getting better. But yeah, at the time, to get a game with no instruction booklet in the box, and you're like traveling, and the store is closed, and you go to open it in the evening in your hotel to play it, and you can't even learn it, and there was no PDF online either at the time, which was silly. So I had to submit like a support ticket. Yeah, that's a rant. That yeah. Made me sour on AEG, not to mention the card quality in their games and stuff over the years. Yeah, I was just soured on AEG after that. But yeah, I tried to learn that and play that. But John's here. How's it going? Spirit Island is arguably better co-op than solo. Yeah, I had fun with a co-op. There's just more going on, right? It's like it felt like solo is more contained when you're just playing one. And I know, I'm sure, George, you're playing with like 4 guys at once and all in the full island and stuff. I'm sure I'll get up there eventually, but I do like I want to try all the different spirits out one at a time. So solo seemed under control when I was learning the game, but then when I had Mel come home last night and we tried it with 2, it was like a totally different game where I don't know if it was better, but like it was more challenging to make sure like you're cooperating with your cards and your effects and who's using what and what abilities you want to use on each other. And you're not only trying to watch over your little island, you're trying to watch over 2 islands and make sure their stuff's under control and you're taking over for their weaknesses. They're filling in for your weaknesses. It was like, oh, it was really good. It was really good, but really challenging. I thought we were going to lose the whole time. I felt like we were losing. And then, man, we like last minute just got enough fear, flipped to fear level 3, terror level 3 or whatever. Boom, smoked the last 2 cities. And I was like, we had 1 city down and it was cleared. And then we had 1 city left that had like a damage on it. And I was like, oh man, we're lost. They're going to build a whole bunch of cities and next turn. And then Mel's like, wait, I got some damage here in a card and I can beat it. And I was like, wait, I have damage too in the slow phase. Forgot about that. And boom, we killed that last city. It was awesome. It was very epic. Felt very satisfying. Mage Knight better solo than co-op. Yeah, I've heard that, but both are excellent. Yeah, I'll get Mage Knight to the table. Started looking at the rule book for that, and like the super fine print and amount of pages in those rule books kind of make me think, yeah, I got to spend like a day or 2 like literally just reading and trying to figure it out on the table before bringing it on stream and played a few times to make sure I have it down. So that might be a while before that game's on the channel. I just got to find time for it. But I thought the same thing was going to happen with this game, but like I read the rules and it was like, okay, it's kind of straightforward. I played one and it was like, okay, that was not that bad. Like this game, it scared me away from getting this game because the complexity that everybody's saying is super complex, very high learning curve and all this stuff. And it's like, man, I thought my group wouldn't like it, but like I play with Mel and like we got it like right away. It just made sense. Like this game is not that difficult, but it's maybe because we play more complex games. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that scared me away from the game for a while. It was like, no one will want to play with me because it's too complex. But yeah, I could teach this now. I think I could have a player understanding it within the first couple of rounds of the game and we'd be flying. So don't let that scare you away from it. Let's see what else the chat's saying. Through the Ages is amazing. I'm not a big fan of competitive games, but I got the digital version, and I'm amazed in how interactive and thematic it is while being strategic. Nothing like your typical dry point scoring Euro. And George plays with 2. Hope to be able to play with 3 multi-handed in the digital version when it comes out. Ooh, digital version, you say? Ooh, I did not know that was going to be a thing. That's awesome. Watch out how to play it on YouTube. So I learned to play Mage Knight. Jeff, if you can send me like the one you learned to play from that you think is recommended. George is saying Ricky Royal has some good ones. The only problem with Ricky Royal and some of those playthroughs and stuff to learn a game is they're misleading. Like they're broken up. They'll play a game and it's like hours of hours like I do. Like I'll stream a game for hours, like, you know what I mean? But they'll have these like episodes. They're broken into these like little chunks and it's just like I'll watch a few and it's like they'll do like 20 minutes for like one turn is like an episode. And it's like, well, I didn't get much from that. Now I got to watch the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. It takes so long. And it's like, and then you find out you watch like 12 episodes of some of these playthroughs and they're like, oh, they didn't even play through a whole like playthrough. They just ended and that's it. So I feel like cheated. It feels like a show that's canceled before it gets going, like on TV. That's what it feels like with some of those channels that I get a little like, eh. So I prefer to watch like someone who's just like a how to play rules video or play through all in like one sitting or a couple episodes, part 1 and part 2 kind of thing. And someone who explains it very clearly would be good. But I'll read through it. I'll try it myself and figure it out. Played 4-player last week at local con. It was great. Teaching works best with 2, but experienced players is great with more. Oh, I bet. I can't wait. Oh, okay, so Jeff watched Ricky Royal. I can see the more you play this game, the better you get at it. Yeah, this game is very deep strategic, very enriching, and it's cool the complexity levels of these spirits. Like it tells you right on here, you got complexity level low, and then you have other ones that are like high and moderate. But like there's tons in the box. Like man, this is just the core set. I only have the regular set. I think there's expansions, there's Kickstarter stuff, all the crap that comes with Kickstarter games, all the extra fluff you probably don't even need, but if you really play a lot of it, you can get more. And then there's like different like I love the play style, the way it kind of describes the play style. Obviously, when you first learn the game, you're like, it doesn't mean anything to me. But I'm assuming I'll read some of these later and kind of figure out who I want to play with and who is tasty and fun to play with. But yeah, I like those little bar charts down here. It's awesome. Feels like a video game in that respect. Let's see. The same team that did Sentinels Multiverse recently did a Kickstarter on Indigo for Spirit Island Digital. Oh, okay. I've heard the Sentinels Multiverse is a good digital game, but I've not played it. I just know of Spirits of the Multiverse. A buddy of mine, Shamar, I remember at our first Gen Con, he like bought up like all the Sentinels of the Multiverse stuff, spent his whole like the whole day the dealer hall was open, he sat there and just played the game over and over again to like, get like promo cards and stuff. I thought he was crazy, but yeah, he thinks the game's like awesome. So it's always been something that like if I ever run across it, maybe. All right. Do you have Branch and Claw yet? If they don't come in the retail box, John, then no, I don't. I'm gonna play a bunch with the base set and see if like it sticks around. Then maybe I'll stretch out to expansions and stuff. But there's a lot in this box that like I could be playing this for like a long time, and I don't think I'll be bored. But we'll see. All right, takes different. Yeah, I like playing some digital board games for that, George. The way it just kind of like takes care of all the setup, teardown, shuffling, all that stuff, so you don't forget certain rules and forget things, especially with more complex games. So you can get like a game in really quick and like without setup and waking anyone up and that kind of thing. So it's the expansion. It adds events, which are great. Oh no, I want to look into that. I'll look into it and try it out. But I just got this game like over the holidays and I literally just opened it yesterday. But I will definitely look into expansions because based on just what I've played so far, I'm really into this. So we're going to get to this. If you're watching this and you're a super hardcore Spirit Island player, probably like George is, I apologize now if I don't get things right. You guys can help me. But this is more of like a learning and testing and kind of showing off the game stream. Eventually, I'll be streaming more of this where it's like, let's get serious and we get like super efficient, I hope. And I start raising up the difficulty level and having some fun with it. But I just want to get this to the table and play it. No, this is an excuse for it. Branch and Claw is great. Is that the name of the expansion? Just Branch and Claw? And Logan, yes it is. Yes it is. I used to work for Tim Hortons head office Canada for like 10 years. So every year they had different mugs and stuff that we used to get for free. So I have like a whole cupboard full of Tim Hortons mugs. And in Canada, this is the only place you can buy food. And it's the only place we eat at. Because outside of our igloos, there's just Tim Hortons everywhere. So that's the only store we have in Canada. So I'm only kidding. But anyways. All right, let's get to this. So we're playing with Lightning Swift Strike. And I'm not going to read the fluff. Don't care about the fluff. All right, I'm sure the fluff is good, but don't care about the fluff. All right, so setup. We're going to put 2 of our presence tokens. These are your presence tokens you get. You get to set up some, and the rest, like some Euro-y Scythe type games, they're going to cover up some stuff and uncover it as we go and get better and better as we go. And kind of be weak at the beginning and then eventually get really strong is the idea if you're doing it right. So we're going to put it 2 on your starting board in the highest numbered sands. So this game comes with 4 of these boards. And my understanding is they connect. And I don't know if I connected them right yesterday, but we were playing multiplayer. So for every player you have in the game, you add one of these boards together. And there's 4 of them in the game. And so I got randomly D, board D. And so I place that out here. So since I'm playing solo, I pick one spirit. Playing true solo, you can play 2 spirits. If you play multiple spirits, you have to do 2 boards, is my understanding. So we have to set up this board. And on the board, there is little symbols of what is going to start on the board. And on this island, and it's kind of cool, how it's explained usually is this is reverse Catan. Catan, you're playing settlers, and you're coming to an island, and you're trying to build your roads and your cities and whatever, and you're kind of like disrupting the land, and there's some robber guy running around being a jerk, molesting sheep. I don't know what's going on in that game, but anyways, I'm just kidding. But in this game, it's reverse Catan. You are the island. You are spirits of the island. You are trying to help the natives fight off the explorers. Jerk faces that are coming over here, kicking people off the land and building nuclear power plants and destroying the land, all that kind of stuff. I'm just kidding. There's no nuclear power plants. It's older theme than that, but we're going to try to help the Dahan, is the locals of the island, and we're going to try to basically we're going to try to bury as many invaders as we can. So Roy, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Logan's from Canada. All right, I know. I'm just joking. There's some people in the chat always joke about being in Canada, and they're asking me about igloos and stuff. And it's just, yeah. Sorry about that, eh? Sorry about that, eh? Okay. Tim Hortons, is this a Canadian channel? Yes, it is, Randy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yep. About an hour west of Toronto. That's where I'm at. But yes. Go Canada. All right. John says, actually, the fluff is really great on this game, as all the card events are extremely thematic. Yeah, the art and the names of things are awesome. I always look at it based on the names and stuff, but the art is awesome. I just wish it was kind of bigger on the cards, but I know they need to put it's very clear. I like the iconography. Everything is functional on the cards, but it's just that art feels so small and it's so nice, but it's beautiful looking production. Beautiful looking production. Good quality components too. Heresy, don't mention Catan in any relation with Spirit Island. But everybody does. Everywhere I looked, when I first was why is this game so popular when it first came out, and why is it getting kickstarted? Everyone's it's reverse Catan. I'm what the hell does that mean? But everyone explains it the same way. Instead of invading an island, you are the island trying to kill the invaders. That's I don't know, whatever. But yes, it's definitely not on the level of Catan at all. If you're I play Catan, I'm going to try Spirit Island. Yeah, maybe there's a few games you want to play in between there first before you work your way up to it. All right. So we're going to set up this island. And our setup, which we're talking about here, I need to put 2 of my present tokens on your starting board in the highest numbered sands. So they're numbered here. Every little spot's numbered. So 7 is higher than 4 for sand. And we have jungle, mountains, wetlands, and we have the ocean where invaders are kind of sailing in from. So I'm going to put 2 presence tokens, which is also known as a sacred location. So some cards and abilities will require that. And I'm going to slap down a town in that spot. I'm also going to slap down 2 Dahan, aka unpainted wooden Super Mario mushrooms here, which are considered the huts for the natives. And invaders are all white plastic pieces. So there's towns, which are worth 2 damage, 2 health. Cities, 3 damage, 3 health. And it's cool. They put 3 buildings on there to remind you it's 3 points. 2 little buildings on the towns to remind you it's 2 points. And we have a city starting on the board over here, town here. And then we have the third invaders. The lowest 1 health, 1 hit point is these little jerk faces here with the flags. Little explorers. None of those go on the board yet. We just got to finish setup first. Was part of setup, I guess. And we're going to throw in. And I apologize if I'm doing some of this setup stuff out of order. I just read it once and kind of just go with the flow. So we'll see how well I can remember it. Here I need a blight. So blight, this stuff is little strange tokens. They're a little small and kind of fidgety, but they're little plastic gray pieces, kind of like the invaders dumping their sewage on the land for living here because they're all industrialized, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to have a blight go here in the mountains. And how blight works is we're going to take one of these healthy island cards. I guess I don't have a die here. Don't have anything I can flip either. I don't know. We'll flip one of these blight tokens. If it lands on the top, we'll take this one. It landed on the bottom, so we're taking this one. But anyways, you get 2 of these. So this is one we're taking. You put 2 blight on it per player. Any blight you remove from the board and you put back on the card. And then if there's no blight on here, you flip it over. Then the island becomes blighted, which means bad things start happening fast. You throw, I think, 4 more blight on per player. Then at the start of the invader phase, you're going to basically have to lose a power card or destroy one of your presence tokens on the board. So you kind of don't want it to get blighted, but it kind of happens almost all the time, I think, basically in my games. I think my first game I never saw it happen, but when you actually play your first game, you don't even need to use one of these cards. You just use the blighted side of the board, and you just put 5 on here per player. And if you lose all your blight, it goes on the board, you lose. If blight gets put on a space that already has blight, you put 1 there, and then you have to spread 1 out, kind of like a little cascade, which is kind of cool. So we'll throw that there. And this other one we'll just toss back in the box. So we're going to put 2 blight per player on there, which is only 2, obviously. The other thing, we are going to set up our Explore deck here, which there are 3 levels to it. You get a whole bunch of level 3s, which are bad news. They basically tell you at the different land types, jungle, wetlands, mountains, or sand, where bad things are going to happen, either ravaging, where they're trying to destroy the land, destroy the dawn, building, where they're putting more buildings, and exploring, where more little explorer guys are going to wander around the map trying to find new places they want to set up camp and destroy. And yeah, toxic waste. Toxic waste is what the blight is, basically. It's ooze that might turn turtles and rats into large fighting ninjas that are teenage. Possibly. So what you do is, out of these 3, since some variability in the game, obviously it's shuffled, but you're going to take 1 out of the game. So you can never kind of like for sure see a certain card and you're not sure what it is. So those 3s go on the bottom, obviously. And then out of these 2s, there's less 2s. There's 5 of them, but we literally are going to remove 1 from the game, again, not knowing what to worry about or not based on what's missing. And then there's 4 1s, and they're just like straight up 1 of each is coming first, but we don't know. 1 is going to be removed from the game again. Randy's from Hamilton. How's it going, Randy? I'm not too far from you. That's awesome. Randy's from the Hammer. All right, so out of these 4, we take 1 away and throw it out of the game. We don't know what it is, and we put these on the top. Then we're going to, for setup, reveal the top one, and it says Explore here. So this is the Explore pile. So on the jungle, we're going to get an Explore as part of setup to get some of these little guys on the board. So how they work is they can only explore from the ocean into coastal lands. Any land not touching the coast is known as inland lands, but they also can come from cities and towns. So as long as there's one adjacent or on the space it's on, it will explore there. So we look at this jungle and we see there's a town next door. So this guy's literally going to leave that town and travel next to this jungle. And this jungle is, of course, going to get 1. There's a city already there. So that's going to get 1 there. So that is our setup. I'm pretty sure I got everything on the board. If I missed anything, if anyone in chat knows, just point it out. But we're going to do fear cards now. And they give you a whole whack ton of these. And I'm assuming in expansions there's more of these, because that's usually what you throw in expansions, is more cards for decks to make more variability. And shuffle that up. So how this works, this is really neat. I like this this little mechanism here. So it's kind of similar to the 3-tiered the Invader deck, but you grab 3 fear cards, and if you see here the fear deck spot, when this runs out, if we get through all 9 fear cards, we win. That's one way to win. Another way to win right now, the win condition over here, the victory condition, says if we destroy all basically white plastic pieces, the cities, towns, and explorers, if all invaders are gone, we win right now. That seems super hard, and it is. And I got very close one game to actually doing it. But the terror level here, you see these little terror level cards, we put 3 fear down, then we're going to put the terror level 3 card on top. And the victory condition on this is only destroy all cities. If there's no cities, we win. But that's not in this spot yet, and that won't get in this spot until we uncover more fear. We're going to put 3 more fear on top. Then we're going to put the terror level 2 card on top, and this victory condition is basically just get rid of all the buildings, towns, and cities. If you get rid of all that, you win. But again, that's covered up by 3 more fear cards. So it's another 3-tiered like deck here that we're going to rip through fear and try to get enough fear by scaring the crap out of these guys using our spirit powers. And then these will get played and have abilities on them based on the terror level, and then they'll get discarded. But as we reveal those little cardboard dividers, they'll flip over to here and become new victory conditions. Super cool mechanic. I love it. I love it. But there's still 6 spare fear cards we're not going to see in the game. So again, variability. You can't plan sometimes. You don't know what you're going to see. And those fear cards tick me off a lot because sometimes you're like, you struggle, you get that like one fear in, you get a card there and you're like, I just need it to be something to help me out. And you flip it and it's like based on the level, you're like, read it and you're like, oh, I don't have anything in those spaces and to help me out. So the card like is useless. But you are digging to better victory conditions, so it's a good idea to scare the crap out of these guys as much as you can. All right, so fear, we get 4 per player. So I have these over here. Oh, right here. So these go up here in the fear pool. So 4 per player you get. And as you generate fear on cards and effects and by destroying buildings, basically, they go down here. And for every 4 I get down here, I get a new fear card dealt to here. And then in the invader turn, I get to flip these over, however many I have here, and fire them off based on the terror level. And you'll see that happen as we go. And destroying a town generates 1 fear. Destroying a city generates 2. What else do I need to do? Oh, here. So my play style here is supposed to be virtually all offense to start with. Without a more defensive teammate, Blight may become a problem. Excellent at destroying buildings, less good at containing explorers. Using Thundering Destruction tends to be a burst affair, and a turn or 2 position to build up, followed by a really big turn. Okay. See, that's still, I played with this guy once, and yeah, sure. Okay. We'll just see how it goes. Starting powers are extremely focused on air and fire. Good for Thundering Destruction, bad for major power versatility. See, that still doesn't mean anything. I'm sure it has something to do with these cards and this ability. Thundering Destruction, that's the ability they're talking about. I have a special rule here. And maybe there's some cards in there. Yeah, I don't know. But we're going to have some fun. Oh, missing a hut on space 2. Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I knew I'd missed something. I always have to like triple check it when I'm playing, especially when I'm yapping and playing with the chat. All right. 2 here. City here. We got the Explorer from the card. Here we have a Blight and a hut. 2 huts is town. This guy explored. Nothing here. Yes, should be good. Thank you so much for pointing that out, John. Need hut man. Oh, okay, Sai. Thank you. Thank you, Sai, also for pointing that out. Okay, so I was trying to cheat, but you guys caught me. I guess that's not cheating because it's making it harder for me because the Dahan are good. Okay, so let's just look at the board here before I pile on these little tokens. So in this game, you do a growth first on your turn, where you can pick one of these little sections. There's 3 sections for all the invaders I've seen so far, or all the spirits I've seen, where this is the way you can pull back your cards. You can get more power cards, and these power cards come from these major and minor power decks, which I'll just give a little shuffle to. So these are major powers. They're bigger, more expensive. They make you lose a card from your available pool when you take them. Minor ones, they're cheaper. They're less powerful, obviously, and you can gather as many as you want. I don't think there's a hand limit in this game, I'm pretty sure. If there is, I've been cheating at that too, because, yeah, sometimes I buy, like, so many of these cards, or get so many of these cards, that I have tons, depending on the spirit, I guess. So those I can eventually get cards from, and how that works, I just look at the top 4, pick 1, discard the rest, which is super neat. So again, more variability. You don't always see stuff in these decks. They're pretty big. Especially when you're playing a solo, you're not going to see a lot of stuff. But, all right, the other thing is we can put presence on the board. This lets us gain energy, which is a resource. We can have a certain amount of energy fueling our card play during the game, because cards have a cost. That's what that option will do. You'll see it as I pick it. And then down here you have this kind of like innate ability. Thundering Destruction is slow, so it happens after the invaders in turn. So this game is all about like trying to fight fires on the current turn and also plan for the next turn. So it's like very thinky, very plan ahead, very high level of strategy and tactics, I think. And down here, if I get some, what is this? Fire. I don't know what the purple is. Little hot peppers or something there. It's air, I think. Is a feather, maybe? And there's like water. But yeah, the orange, purple, and blue on cards. They will help fuel better levels of this ability. And every ability has like a when it triggers, the range of it, whether you need certain presence there or certain aspects, and then what land it can target. Sometimes you need invaders in the land. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you need the Dahan there. In this case, it's any. And mainly this does some destroying. It's all about destroying buildings, which I'm all about. And down here I have special rules. Swiftness of lightning. For every air you have, I believe it's air. Yeah, wind or air. Thank you so much, Sai. you may use one slow power as if it were fast, and power cards or your innate powers. So it can make this fast, or it can make my cards fast. So cards have a cost. They generate these elements. Reminds me of Gloomhaven, where you can spend those, not spend them, but as long as you have enough elements, you can fire off these abilities, which get better the more elements you have. But obviously, there's only one of each element on cards. So the more cards you play, the more chance of getting these elements off to have your better innate abilities. It's this cool little like engine going. It's awesome. But yeah, you see these cards work off again, just like the ability on my board. They have a range, a target place, a speed when they happen. You can tell if it's a slow card by the little blue up here also, and the red for a fast. Fast happens before the invaders go. So sometimes you're just stuck and you have an awesome ability you want to use, but it's slow. So it's only going to help you on the next turn and maybe doesn't help you now. But sometimes that's what happens, I guess. So what we're going to do, we're going to cover up all these spots. And it's cool, these little numbers they put underneath, so you don't have to kind of peek underneath. You kind of just know what you're working towards. I like that design choice. So we'll cover all those up. Now as we add presence to the board using our growth options, we'll uncover these from left to right and we'll get more powerful as we go. And these are little tokens that are great to remind you if you've added like some defense onto a place during like the fast round, and you're gonna, just you put them on the board to kind of remind you if you have a power that might work later in the turn, just so you don't forget it. So they're like little helpful reminder tokens, which I use in the 2-player. I used it a lot because there's like more stuff to remember. This little extra fear, I'm just gonna use this to remind me. I have, when I'm playing, I forget before the invader phase sometimes to fire off the fear. And then I go on through the phase doing all the little cards here, and then I'm like, oh crap, there's fear there. So what I'll do is I'll throw this on the Ravage to remind me if there's a fear to resolve. But yeah, that's what that's gonna do. So maybe I'll put this like, yeah, somewhere here. I don't know. Okay, let's see. And Nightwish Powers here. How's it going? Lightning is about speed choice, can almost always be either fast or slow. Yeah, that's true. You can choose, right? Learning to effectively use soul powers and deal with next turn's problem is key to getting better at this game. Yeah, and that's what I found was a huge challenge. This is the guy I tried first because it recommends in the rulebook he's like the easiest, to like the less complex to learn. I don't know if he's like easy, but he's just straightforward. And yeah, he just makes it simple because you basically don't have to care about slow powers. And then once I moved on to another guy that was like all slow, then it was like, oh, you really got to think ahead and like really plan forward. And it was really cool. Last night, Mel and I playing, we both played with like slower guys. I had the rock guy that was slow with defense. She was like the water guy. So we all had slow cards everywhere slow. So we were like literally working a turn behind, but it was super cool. And a lot of white pieces were on the board the whole game. It was very stressful, but yeah, fun. Fast is not always better. I agree. Okay, so let's get with it. All right. Did I do everything? Got my cards. So let's review the cards actually. These are my starter cards. They come with your guy. They have the art on the back. You always start with these when you're playing with them. So I have all the elements on the cards that I would need for my abilities. So obviously as I get more powers, I dilute that. Unless I'm getting lucky and I'm flipping cards and purposely picking cards that are all about the elements, which is good sometimes. But sometimes you're just looking for the card you need at the moment. This one can do 1 damage to an invader, but it's slow. Range 1 away from where I have presence. 1 damage to each invader, which is pretty good. But you have to have like other damage with it to really destroy buildings. But on its own, you can clear off explorers. This one for 2 costs, Shatter Homesteads. It's slow. I can do up to 2 range away from a sacred, which this is sacred, because I have 2 presence there. Actually, I should probably do it like this so you guys can tell on video where I have. Yeah, I shouldn't stack them so you guys can see where I have that stuff, and it'll make it easier, I hope. This one, I can give them a fear, so it brings down this fear here, and then I destroy a town, which, yes, please. Then here, we have push up to 2 Dahan. So Dahan, you can shift them around. You basically are like a real estate agent here, just like, putting their huts on trucks and deciding which neighborhoods they're going to move into and move out of, and whether they like it or not. Here, you get a fear if you push any Dahan into a land with a building, basically, a town or a city. And that is Harbingers of the Lightning. And then the other card I have is Lightning's Boon. So this is fast. You can target a spirit, so obviously I'd only be targeting myself, because I'm playing solo. Target spirit may use up to 2 slow powers as if they were fast powers this turn. And that includes this power down here on my board. So I got to remember that. Okay. So that's my hand. And I guess we're good to go. So I pick a growth option to start. Let me just double check the chat. Your first Explorer card should be moved to the build spot. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. I don't know why, but this game looks so uninteresting. Mattias, I thought, yeah, it's like dry Euro-y kind of game you think, but it is super, super deep and strategic, and it's very challenging. It's very thinky. I love it. But yes, the look of it is like, you know, this little like kind of cartoony-ish little art piece board here with like little wood mushrooms on it. Yeah, it's not the most exciting, but it is beautiful for what it is. Definitely beautiful production. Definitely nice quality components. And as you play it, you kind of don't even look at how it looks. You just play it. Heresy! The map is like from a different game. Yeah, on the back, actually, I looked at this for a second. There is, on the back, to make it look cooler, supposedly, there's like a thematic map. So it's like more realistic and has like the spirits in it and like different art style. But after you get more comfortable with the game, you can play with this side. So if you tune in future streams and I'm playing on this side, it's like I'm really comfortable with the game. But that's neat. Looks so bad. Oh, we're gonna have some drama in the chat. We talked some trash about the look of Spirit Island. Is this a game where you drive off the colonizers with magic? Yeah, pretty much. You're a spirit just using like you're trying to scare the crap out of them. I mean, the tokens, etc. could be better, I think. I think it's meant to look more like an old game. Like it's meant to look like historic, simple, like, but it's still got like flashy art. It's neat. I don't know. And it's like trying to be tribal, I guess. Tribal or something is what I'm looking for. Should see the look of Food Chain Magnet. No, oh, Magnet. Yeah, that Magnate. Sorry, that big giant game that I've never looked at. I just wonder why it's so expensive and so heavy. I remember being one time at Millennium Games in Rochester, picked that thing off the shelf and it weighs like 100 pounds. I'm like, what is this game? Just weird looking. It's tied with too many bones. Top spot for me. Yeah, it's a little weird. All right, we're gonna get to it. You guys can chat about the production in the chat, but we'll get on with it. I know. But it's an awesome game. Like, I love it so far, and I'm sure it's gonna get even better. So we got our cards ready. We're gonna start the game here. We're gonna do a growth option. I obviously don't need to reclaim my cards. There could be an argument said for gaining some energy, which is a resource to play cards, or getting a new card. You could, but I'm gonna wait for that later. I think I want to get some presence going and maybe some resources going. I can already play 2 cards, already get 1 resource every turn. 1 energy. But if I look at my cards, that 1 energy, yeah, I can fuel that card. This one's free. But what am I trying to do first here? So the jungle are going to build this turn. This is the only knowledge I know. And I have to make decisions based on the knowledge I know. I know after this, either wetlands or sand or mountains are coming next. I don't know which one. I don't know which one's missing from the game. So you could try to prepare for future cards, but they may not even be in the deck, which is kind of neat. So how I play right now is kind of like deal with the information you're given. And I'm given that jungle is going to build, and eventually, next turn after that, they're going to ravage. And that's all I know. So based on that, I see this jerk here. If there's any white plastic invader pieces in the spot that's going to build, they will build a town or a city. If there is more cities than towns, they build a town. Basically, if there's not more towns than cities, they build a town, is how I understand it. There just can never be more cities than... yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. I know how it works, but explaining it, I might not be explaining it properly. But either way, we'll just see them build up, and then that becomes worse for ravaging later because the damage those guys are going to do to the land and the Dahan could be crazy. So I want to try to deal with jungle parts right now. So I have ways of Raging Storm dealing a damage to each invader, for example. So I could say kill this guy and know there won't be a build there. The only problem is this is slow, but I have ways of making it fast with this little air icon here, so I should be able to do that and deal with that. That's one way, but it's 3 cost. So obviously I cannot play this first turn unless I take this growth option of taking 3 energy. Is the only way I'm really going to be able to do that. And there's an argument that that might be the way to go. Here I can destroy towns, so I could get rid of this one, but I don't know if I care about that one right now. I could also push some Dahan. That could help me out in fighting back invaders of the land. And I can generate some fear if I push to Dahan. So I could push these Dahan from the wetlands up here into this spot, which is only dealing 4 damage, but eventually you'll build a town there, which will be dealing 6 damage. And I don't have a bunch of defense, so I won't be able to just defend to save the Dahan and then let them smack these guys back. So I probably don't want to push Dahan in there. There are other spirits in the game that are all about Dahan being in certain places and using them defensively and stuff. Yeah, so this is an argument just for searching. If you're like low on defense, if I could grab a defensive card for next round, that could be a good thing. But so I can play 2 cards to start here. So I just got to think what I'm going to do. If I'm playing my more expensive cards, then I'm going to take this growth option. If I'm not, and I don't care about the energy too much, I'll just take the presence option to try to uncover. I won't get any more energy because it's just a 1 under there, but I could play more cards in the future. So, but I think I should work towards energy too. And my ability down here, got to think of that. So beside a sacred site, up to 1 range away for 3 fire. See, 3 fire, I can't get 3 fire until I can play 3 cards. So that's maybe why it's important to go for the 3 cards first. So I start getting this innate ability off, where I eventually could destroy cities once I get 4 cards going, which would be really cool. So just stuff to think about. Like there's so much to think about before even taking your first growth option. It's crazy. I love it. Mattias, thank you. He's going to give it a chance and hang out, but you're so anti this. I'm playing Marvel Champions later tonight. I know it might be a little late for you, but we're playing. I just got some in the mail today. Thanks to Asmodee North America for finally getting that to me. So we'll be playing some Marvel Champions tomorrow afternoon, the same time as this, roughly. I already have the live stream scheduled. We're going to play some Aeon's End. And this weekend we're going to film the rest of Tainted Grail and maybe stream something else. I don't know what yet. Maybe some dual Spirit Island, some you know, more for you, Mattias. We'll play some 2-player this. I'm just kidding. Maybe though. We might do that soon. But anyways. All right. So, George's got some comments here. I think for now, forget the coastal forest. You want to kill the town in the other forest after it build. Ah, true. So you're saying leave this coastal forest over here. So I could get the Dahan out of there. I just don't want to let that get out of control. It's 2 range away, destroy a town. Yeah, so I kind of want to just kill this guy, so I don't have to deal with a build there. So I do want to kind of do the Raging Storm. So based on that, I'm going to pick my Add Presence. This is the way I'm going to go. It might not be the most efficient. No, I didn't get New Age, but I did see it came back in stock recently. But I still want to play the core set a bit more night before I get into more expansion stuff. But I do appreciate the recommendations. And I don't know if it was you, but somebody left a huge write-up on the different expansions that I cut and pasted to save to read for later to know which ones to go with. But I don't know if it's Unite that did that, but yeah, it was awesome. Like total description of every Aeon's End expansion and which ones and why I should be looking at each one. Or play a Destroy Town effect and make it slow. Okay. All right, so yeah, so I could leave the Destroy Town and be slow. But then I'm not playing Raging Storm. I'm going to go Raging Storm and go a little aggressive here. And I'm going to push some Dahan around, I think. Yeah. So, based on that... so I have to move a presence out. So I didn't play these yet. I should get my resources first. I'll get a 3 plus a 1 energy. Not yet, though. I should be... Let me not... That didn't happen. All right. So let's do... Could I get 3 cards going and possibly destroy a town already? Yeah, I might as well, right? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go crazy. So the presence I'll take off is this. So I get the more cards to play. My presence has to be within 1 range of an existing presence. I think this is a good spot because it's like very central and it kind of touches everything. And there's no one there to harass me and destroy me yet. And I'm pretty sure I can put presence where there's blight. That's the one thing I'm not sure of. Yeah, I definitely want to trigger an 8. That's for sure. Don't play 2. Play 1 or 3. I'm playing on 3. I'm going crazy. So anyways, uh, yeah, I believe I can put presence where there's blight, but I know if blight happens, it destroys a presence. Yeah, I know that, but I just don't know if I can go there because there's blight there. I don't know if it blocks you from putting presence there. I don't think so, but all right. Let me know in the chat. So here I will. So that's where I put my presence. I'll gain my 1 energy for the turn. So I will play those 3 cards, which cost 4. So I spend the cost on them as I play them. I got a fast, 2 slow. But remember, for every air element I played, which I played 3, I can use the slow powers if it were fast. My choice, though. So I can even make this power fast here. So out of these 3 slow, I have these 2 slow, and this slow here. I can do them all fast if I want to. And you can place it there. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. And I have this ability. Target spirit may use 2 slow powers as if they were fast this turn. So this is kind of overkill. I'm literally doing this just for the elements, basically, so I can get my innate effect off. So I do want to use this one fast because I want to destroy this invader. So I'll do that now. He's gone. This one's already used. It's just, sure, I'll choose myself, whatever. Pushing Dahan. Do I care if that's now or later? I mean, there's buildings where there's buildings. I could wait till later to see what's next and push the Dahan in different spots. But I could push Dahan like into here. The only problem is I don't have defense right now to keep them alive, so they all will get like destroyed. But I could weaken next turn, make this fast, destroy a town here. Make this fast, destroy the town, so then they have less strength there when they fight, and I could have more Dahan. Some Dahan will die, but at least they'll fight, yeah. So this is the stuff you got to think of. And I could also play this again if I get my cards back to hand. Gain a power card that could help me out defensively too. Yeah, it's risky. I'll do it slow. I'll leave it because I don't know what I want to do yet. I'll wait. So I want to have more information from these decks first before I make that choice. And this ability, destroying a town. I could do this now, destroy here. The only problem is if sand is not something to worry about, I may want to use it here. So we'll see. Use your innate now to kill that town in the sands, yeah? It is range. Oh, it's only range 1. So yes, I can't reach over to here. So yeah, I might as well just use it to destroy here. And I'll get a fear off that. Yeah, I always forget about range. I got to pay attention to the range where I'm at. Especially early game, you're not spread out as much with your presence, so your reach is not as far. So some of your powers are kind of like nerfed a little bit. And that's another level of the thinking. Like, there's a lot going on. So it's like a game you can easily miss stuff for sure. All right, so this one I'll save. Use this one here. And now we go to Invader turn. There's no Fear card, no Blighted Island or anything. So no Ravage happens. They build on the jungle. So there's already a city there. They're going to build a town. And then we're going to explore in the sands. So, interestingly, because there's nothing over here for them to leave from the town that was there, thanks to George can see the future. He knows what cards are next in the deck. He knew that I should destroy that town. So we're not going to explore over here because there's literally no adjacent place or even on the sands that these explorers can come out of. It's not a coastal land, so they can't come out of they can't arrive on a ship. So they're literally going to come out of this city to this sand, and that is all. And that is that. We're going to move these forward. And now slow powers go after the invaders are done. And so now I can push Dahan. And if I push them to anywhere where there's a town or a city, I get some fear. Destroy a town there. I could sacrifice a couple Dahan. But I don't know if that's a good idea. I could just let that get blighted. But right now, damaging. I could destroy the town, destroy an invader. but also getting rid of this guy before he builds. Because now, after exploring in the sands, we're going to have a building here. So I probably want to see a new card. I can get a new card that maybe can help me defensively. That might make sense. But right now is when I have to push the guys in. I probably want to just push these guys over to get them closer to the action maybe. Or I could push a... start preparing for sands and push them into there. You know what? I think I'm going to gamble. I'm going to push these in here. And if I push them into town, I get another fear. Okay, I know it's probably not the most smart play because they'll all get killed right now. But if I can add some damage there before they go and clear some of this, they'll only destroy so many. If I can get rid of the Explorer and the Town, which I have cards that do that, and I have an innate ability that could help there. But I just don't have enough to destroy a city yet. I need to get to 4 cards. So that's not going to happen. But we might sacrifice a Dahan here to destroy a city is what I'm planning on doing. All right, so that's that. That one's used. And we are going to wrap up the turn. So these are all going in a discard pile. I only have 1 card in hand. I think everything else is cleaned up. I will go to the next growth option. And I'm going to reclaim my cards, I think. Oh, let me check my ranges actually. Range 1 from presence, that's fine. That's fine. Let's check the range on this just to make sure. Oh, yep, up to 2 away from a, the Shatter Homestead is up to 2 range away from a sanctuary, whatever it's called. Forget what it's called. So let's explore. Destroy the town. It will prevent explorers. Okay, let's see here. So, yeah, I'll reclaim. Oh, but the cost of all that. It's 2 for this. 0 for this, 3 for this. Yeah, that's pricey. Yeah, so you can't do everything. That wasn't, I'm sorry. Did you get all the expansions for Marvel Champions and... Yeah, I got all the Marvel Champions expansions today in the mail, actually, right after I scheduled this live stream. So I haven't even opened them yet. I'll be opening them tonight. And I know I did not buy New Age yet. No. Later. That's like maybe in a month or so after I've played enough of the core set that I want to go get New Age. Yeah, let me enjoy the core set first before I get that. But I do want to get it eventually. So, question. You don't immediately reveal the next Explorer card at the start of the turn. You're supposed to wait until Invader turn. Yes. Yes. I'm pretty sure. Except for setup. Setup was the only time when you revealed it. Yeah, George is saying that's correct. Yeah, I don't do the next one. So I have I'm missing some information. I only literally know this much information right now. So this could be a wetlands. It could be a mountains. Not sure. So I can prepare for that. If it's wetlands, they're going to both get explored. If it's mountains, only this will get explored. So I'm hoping it's mountains. Would be amazing. But I don't know. One of them's removed from the game. So I have no idea because we're missing a level 1 card. So who knows. All right. So interestingly, I can only do so much here. We'll take the hit. We'll do the reclaim cards. We'll gain a power card. So how this works, you take the top 4 cards off. We'll do the minor power deck. I'll look at them. And what do we have here? Ooh, well, that looks like me. So it's probably a card that I would be good with. Defend 2 in every land where your target spirit has a presence, which is great because I don't have much defense. So that's kind of neat. Oh no, this is the Rock Guys card, I think. But that's cool art. They're fighting there. That's awesome. Anyways, we got Drought here. So I got to look at the symbols too. So I'm looking for the fire, the air, and the water. This one that I love, it generates the resources you want. But I need to get more cards out because it doesn't do anything else but give you those resources. This one I've never taken, but I've seen it, where you can just keep gaining a minor power card as you play it. I don't know. It'd be great in multiplayer, I think. So this has water, but I like that 2 defense. Or Drought, which has fire. Cost 1, it's slow, but I can make it fast. Destroy 3 towns. 1 damage to each town and city. Then you add a blight. It's got it's so powerful it's got a negative effect. And then if I have 3 sun, I destroy a city. But sun is if you look at my deck, it's all dark for me. I have no sun. Just let the forest blight. You really want to stop the sands after it builds. Yeah, but the problem is I put the Dahan there. That will help my brain unlock with this game. Oh well, I'm doing it wrong. Oh, yeah, you only need to think like 2 turns ahead, not 3. But I like this defense. But if I took that and I played that for 1, I can't defend there yet, and I'm not moving there, so it's kind of pointless right now. Destroy a town. Push. So I can push guys out and save them, or I can push more guys in. Yeah, so I might do that with my 2 resources. So really what I take right now doesn't really matter. It's all about future, I guess. And getting an element. I don't know. You guys have any recommendations? Like right now, none of them are like screaming to me right now. The Dahan are goners anyway, unless fear card. No, I don't have the fear. Oh yeah, true. You want elements. Oh, I know that. Yeah, George, I love doing the innate. Which the innate I could destroy the town off the innate also. So if I destroy the town off the innate, then 2 get destroyed, 1 fights back. Yeah, I think we'll sacrifice some Dahan here, I think. Or I do this drought where I destroy the town with that, and 1 damage to the city and 1 damage to the explorer. The city still hits back for 3. Yeah, maybe this is what I go with. Gift of Power, just to gain minor cards. I've never taken it, but it's got water on it, which is something I need eventually. But that's like, will I get to that many cards? I think, damn, defense is awesome because that's what I suck at. I'm going to go with Drought, actually. I'm going to go with Drought. And we just discard the rest. And Drought, I'm being more like, let's do this now. Yeah, because I can do it 1 range away, that's fine. I don't have Sun, but I don't care. Okay, so I'll take that as the card. Then I get my resources, which is this one off the growth, and then I get 1 for a turn. So I'm a little choked right now. Okay, let's get aggressive here. All right, so we're gonna do Drought, I think. We'll do it right now. And then for free, we'll just push some Dahan. I don't have enough unless I play, I guess I could play my other 1 cost card just to help me have the elements I need, which I need 3 fire, 2 air to destroy a town also. But there are no towns right now, but I could leave that to slow. And based on the build from the sand guy here, I should be able to kill that. No, because I don't have the presence there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, a little inefficient, but that's how I'll go with it. We'll see. Okay, so now I will trigger off my fast effects. And I can treat them all as if they're fast. My choice. I have enough air. I have 2 air. That'll help me. I have this card that'll help me. And so fast, I'm going to use this card here. Destroy 3 towns. I'll choose 1 presence away. Do this, destroy. That gets a fear. And I don't have enough sun to do the rest of it. I have to add a 1 damage. Oh, it's 1 damage to each building. I can't kill this guy. Damn. Yeah, that was bad. Okay. So I'll do a damage to this, which goes on its side. So it won't kill it. Oh, but that might help actually. And then we add a blight, which I don't have presence there, so that won't get removed. That's fine. I don't usually like cards that give you the blight also, but your innate won't do anything surround. Yeah, true. So I probably shouldn't even play this. Yeah, because they won't be building here. Yeah, you guys are right. You guys are right. I'll just save that one. I don't need it to make things fast, right? Oh, I might. Yeah, because now I only have one air, so I made that fast. So this one, I have to wait, which is fine, I think. So I'll just wait on that, and we'll move the Dahan after, if any are left. We can move them to prep for next round. So now it's their turn. Not enough fear, one short to do any kind of fear business. But we're going to Ravage in the jungles. And unfortunately, we're going to have some blight generated here because they hit the land, right, for 4, which adds a blight here. Whoops, wrong. Why am I taking it from there? I'm being dumb, guys. I'm being dumb. Actually, both blight come off of here. This is bad. This is bad. I'm already playing very bad. Being too aggressive. So this flips. It gets 4 per player. And then we get one more coming off that, I believe. And we'll throw that up here. Okay, so did you ask me that before? I always get asked what I think of Tapestry every playthrough lately. But yeah, I don't know. Not really interested in it, to be honest. Why don't you put the one card that kills a town? Yeah, I probably should have did that, right? Because this one isn't as good. But you'll see here why I think I should do it. So then what I'm trying to do is these get hit. So 2 of these die. Because the 4 hitting this. But then this guy's still alive. And he hits back the 2 damage to kill a city. And that will get me 2 fear. And gets me a card. So I will have some fear. So that's the jungle fight. I think I did that all right. Then we're going to throw a build in the sands. Nobody here to build. This guy will build a town. And again, I'm new to this game, so there's definitely more efficient ways to play it, but I'm experienced in the game here for you guys. Maybe not the most efficient, but I'm having fun, like kind of like poking around and learning it and figuring it out myself too. But I will get more efficient with it, I promise. I'm just learning it. Literally just tried it for the first time yesterday. Okay. So build happened, done. Let's see where we're exploring. Mountains, so no wetland explorer in that first section of the deck. So that's kind of good. So that guy, oh, yeah, he comes out of the town here now. And he'll explore there. All right. So now I'm going to put this little reminder for fear. I'm going to put that on the card. That's just me doing that to remind myself there's a fear card here. Not only is there glare from the studio light, so I kind of can't see that, but it is a card I forget sometimes. Okay, so they're done. I go to slow powers, so I can push some Dahan around. If I push them here and get another fear, yeah, let's push this one here, just to get a fear going, really. Okay, so those are done. That's done. Discarded. Now I go back to growth options. And card-wise, I only have 3 cards. They're expensive. So I probably should go with the energy one. I'll take a presence away off the energy. And we're going to throw that presence. We're going to throw it in the mountains. And that way I have a sacred ground that can reach most places. Yeah, I like that location actually. Because 2 range away, I can hit everything now with this card, which I think is good. And I don't have any with like no range, so that's good. But I might draw into some. But anyways, all right, so I take 3 resources, and then I get 1 more for the turn. So I have 5 total, which I'm shy by 1 of playing all my cards, but that's okay. So what are we trying to do here? If I spend all 5 and do these 2 cards, which I can make fast, I gain another fear automatically. I can destroy a town. And I can do 1 damage to each invader on a spot, so I can stop the mountains guy from building. And then this guy will get killed on his turn from the Dahan, and I literally have 1 explorer on the board. Boom! All right, so let's behave for those. So I will make them fast. Gonna be aggressive here. I don't have enough for my innate ability, which I mean is fine. So let's do this one. Generate a fear. Oh, yeah. I don't need to do this yet. Yeah, generate a fear. I'll destroy a town up to 2 range away from a sacred ground. This one's fine. So I destroy the town. Get another fear. That gives me another fear card. These go back up. That card's done. This one, I will do 1 damage to each invader. Let's do a damage here. 1 range away from my presence, which is on spot my presence. I'll destroy that explorer for 3. Seems very, very expensive way to take out a 1-cost unit, but in my mind, you're investing in future. You're basically breaking their machines that are going to build their skyscrapers. So it's a good investment early, I think, to do that. All right. So that's that. We'll go to their turn. So we know fear cards have to happen. Oh, blighted has to happen first, actually. At the start of each invader phase, each spirit forgets a power or destroys one of their presents. I'll just destroy one of my presents. That's fine. That's gone. You don't get that back anyway that I know of. All right. And then we go to the fear. So we flip these over the way they were drawn, and we fire them off based on the terror level we're currently at. So we're at 1. So the first card is each player removes 1 explorer, 1 town from a land with sacred. So yeah, after this sucks. This always happens to me, and I think I'm doing this in the right order, but I always do something first, and then I flip the card, and it's like I wish I knew that was coming, because then I just could have done that in another location. So these cards tick me off so much. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I saw in one playthrough where someone kept drawing them face up so they knew what was coming, but I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. I think they're supposed to stay face down till this phase. So I look and nothing's going on. Okay, that one's discarded. Each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land where it is the only invader. Okay. Gone. And there's a spirit that can look at them. Oh, wow. Bringer of Nightmares. Okay, so they do go face down. I thought so. I don't think that's what the person was playing with in the playthrough. But anyways. All right, so the fear is done. That's my reminder token. I'll just throw that back up there. All right, so now we go with them. So this guy will try to Ravage. He does 1 damage to the land, 1 damage to the Dahan. You flip it over to show it's been damaged. Then this Dahan will fight back for 2, kill this, and I win the game. So I've meet the criteria that we're currently at of literally destroying all invaders. Boom shakalaka. All right. So the game ends instantly right there, unless I did something wrong. But yeah, that is how it rolls. Minor power card. Okay, so what we're going to do, I want to try another invader. That wasn't a good enough demo of the game. That one's too quick. So that's a super offensive, low complexity, and he's all about like just if you go hard with him, like don't let it go long game because your defense it sucks. Do shadow. Okay. What's the shadow guy? Let me check. Bringer. So John's saying this guy, Bringer of Dreams Nightmare, and his art makes me just want to play him. It's complexity of high. Should I do a high yet? I don't know. But do shadow. Oh, shadows flicker like flame. All right, let's try this one. This is one of the low ones. I tried this guy once. I tried all the low ones, I think, yesterday. Like one of them I did in 2-player, but the other 3 I just tried them all out to see which one I liked. But they're all cool, and they're all cool in their own way. But the game feels different, so different when you play with one, because like some of them are fast, some of them are slow. Patrizio Palazzetti. Sorry if I say your name wrong. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. All right, so let's check this guy out. And we're going to switch up our... Man, freaking dog hair everywhere. I don't have a dog. Who brought this dog hair here? All right. So these will come off. Blight comes off. So let's just switch it up. What was that? That was D. We'll do B, I guess. And let's get us set up here. So I'll show you. I guess I could just like kind of, yeah, whatever. I'll shuffle it all up. So let's see how quickly we can set up a game here without talking through it. 2, 3. Terror level 3. 1, 2, 3. Terror level 2. 1, 2, 3. Throw that on top to remind me. Those go away. Level 1, level 1, level 1. So I'll set up our invader deck. Level 2s. This is what you have to do between playthroughs. So we'll shuffle. Actually, we'll start with level 3. And this one, we'll just do the other healthy island one. Oh, I guess I have a blade here. So we'll shuffle up the level 3s, get rid of 1, put them on the bottom. Shuffle level 2s, get rid of 1, put it in the middle. And the level 1s, get rid of 1, put it on the top. All right, so let's set this guy up. Dahan here, 2 Dahan here, 1 Dahan here, 2 Dahan here. And towns. We have a town there, city here, blight here. Explore. We're going to do jungle. And they're going to come out of here and come out of here. That's set up, that's set up. All right, so set up for my guy. Put 3 of your presents on your starting board. 2 in the highest number jungle and 1 in land number 5. Land number 5, highest number jungle. Okay. So this guy's play style. Good at causing fear and picking off lone explorers in towns. Containing the invaders. Not so good at massive damage. May need to rely on allies to handle thoroughly colonized lands. I don't have allies. Uh-oh. The ability to boost range gives more flexibility to range 0 powers and can be important in larger games. So he's got different growth options. He doesn't have one with the 2 presence boost, so he's a little slower at getting presence out. Doesn't get energy, only on one of them he gets energy, but he can get to like 3, 4, 5, and 6 energy pretty quick, it looks like. And he starts with 3 on the board already, which is kind of neat. And his innate power, Darkness Swallows the Unwary. It's fast, needs to be within 1 range of a sacred site, targets any land. And with 2 moon, 1 fire, gather. Oh, so I'm gathering guys around, but eventually I can destroy explorers. Cause fear for them being destroyed, which is awesome. Normally you don't get fear for destroying those guys. And this guy's all about the fear generation. Special rules. Shadows of the Dahan in the bottom left there. Whenever you use a power, you may pay 1 energy to target a land with the Dahan, regardless of the power's range. Power cards or your innate powers. And we're going to get the cards for this guy. And gotta shuffle these up. Good luck, he's tough solo. Awesome. Yeah, Jeroen, yeah, it's an awesome game. I wish I didn't wait so long to get it now. It's awesome. Glad to have it now though. Relies on allies. Good on large maps. I think the trick is to survive until you get 3 energy, 3 plays. Which is not far, but again, I only remove 1 presence at a time. I have no way to like boost 2. Then he gets powerful. And Bernardo's here. Hey, from the Northwest. How's it going? Earth is good for a longer game, more defensive. For a good 2-player game, Earth plus Ocean. Okay, so John's saying this guy's hard solo. Or are you saying, oh no, John I think was talking about Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares. I'll try that guy next. Assuming this doesn't go too long. But obviously that was too short. Usually it takes a lot longer to play, I think. I never really paid attention to the time playing to know how long these took. I don't think I bought any major powers, so I think we're good there. That's good, that's good, that's good. Got some cards. So let's see what our cards do. So we're all about the moon, air, fire, looks like. Which makes sense. Moon, air, and fire are what's on our innate. Okay. And So range 0, but remember we can spend to make our range where the Dahan are. So we got to kind of pay attention where Dahan are. I can get some fear, replace a building with an explorer, or a city with, sorry, a town with an explorer, or a city with a town. For 1, that's not bad. For free, has to be in range 0 though. Yeah, these range 0s are killer, but these cards actually cost extra than if you think about it, if I have to spend the energy to do that. Or not, or you just got to spread out as quick as possible. So this one, slow, I can target any spirit, obviously only myself. 2 fear. Target spirit may push 1 explorer and 1 town from a land where it has presence. And then gathering the Dahan. So this is how we're going to mess with Dahan, try to get them where we need them to be. If invaders are present and Dahan outnumber, then 3 more terror. Ooh, I like the terror generation. So let's try to rip through this deck and win by getting to the bottom of the fear deck, I think is what we'll try. It's a race. But if I can destroy these guys, which doesn't seem like it's going to happen. He's got pretty good offense though, but it won't be like last time because I can't make abilities fast, so it won't be as quick. I'll have to let them spread. All right. Okay, reminder tokens. And it's all good, it's all good. All right. Okay. Sip of tea, sip of tea. Thanks everyone for stopping by the way. Watching me fumble with the game here. Let's see. All right, I got a good turnout. Okay. What are we doing here? So jungle. Jungle is where building is going to happen. Do I have a way I can gather them out of those spaces? If I can play 2 moons. So I got to be able to play 2 cards to even use my innate, which can move guys out of the spaces before they build, which is pretty powerful right now. And it's within range 1 of where I have a sacred site. So I get that guy out of there. And if I make my presence here to be this sacred, I could do it here if I wanted. Because I have Dahan that'll handle this guy eventually, as long as towns can be dealt with. Which I can replace. Dahan take no damage from ravaging invaders this turn. Ooh, that'll help me next when these guys, if I leave the town going here, I have 2 Dahan, so I probably want to save that for next turn. And it's fast, so yeah, that's next turn for sure. Just thinking before I pick my growth option, I like to do it this way. Seems a little backwards, but I think this is how you should do it. Because yeah, like if I have what I need, then like I don't need to be gaining power cards. I probably should go resources to fuel because I'm literally getting no energy a turn right now. But if I can play 2 cards, I can maybe get a jump on these guys. And also a slow one. 2 fear. Target spirit may push. So after they build, I can push them out of here. That's the other thing I can do next turn. So gathering Dahan. I can gather them here. Yes, yes. Or gather them wherever. That's a good slow to play. And then the 2 fear. And I'm here, I can replace... No, that doesn't work right now. But if I want the elements... Oh, I push now, sorry. And then I gather. I think this is what I aim for this turn. So let's throw some presence on the board. We'll do the 2 cards. We'll make this a sacred site. I think this is right. Okay, 3 energy. Slap these 2 cards down, if I did this right. Okay, and then they're slow. This is fast. I can gather. Oh, did I have a fast one? I didn't have a fast one I can do with those guys, did I? No, I don't need to use that yet. Okay, so we're going to do Range 1 away from a sacred site. We're going to do, I have 2 moons and a fire. So we can gather this guy. And we will gather him. We don't know where we want him to go, but I think I'll gather him here. So I'll pick this land, 1 away from a sacred site, and gather an explorer off of the jungle so he doesn't build. Okay, now we go to their turn. Build time. And we'll get a town up here, which is fine. Then we'll explore in sand. So here and here. Oh, Melanie Gruber, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Thank you. And that is that. Next. Oh, slow powers. Okay. So we know sand is next. So the build only happens here. I could push him out of there. But what I think I'll do, let's first gather. So I'll gather up to 4, 1 space away from where I have presence. I think I'll do this wetlands. I'm gambling here. And I'll push these guys out of here so they don't ravage. Oh, no. I'm gathering Dahan first. Sorry. These 2 guys. This guy. And this guy. So gathered 4 in there. A little crazy, I know. Maybe a little overkill. And now it says if invaders are present and Dahan now outnumber them, I get 3 fear. And that card's done. Then this card for 2 more fear. So I get a fear card. And next turn we'll deal with that. So I'll put a fear token here to remind me to deal with fear, so I don't forget. So this card, target spirit may push 1 explorer and 1 town from a land where it has presence. So I'll push these guys in here. If I do flip wetlands next, oh well, it was a gamble. But if I don't, it's all good. Okay, so they're done. So these cards are discarded. Growth options. What do we want to do here? I think I want to get more presence going for sure. I get some resources flowing. Could gain a power card. I can't play it yet, but fear would be nice. Damages don't take it. So right now, jungle, there's no one to ravage. So I don't care about ravaging. So this card's kind of useless right now. But I could do it just to generate fear, and it's free. This one I get 2 fear, and if it's where I have presence, I could do it slow after, it will be slow, after there's a town here on the sand, I could change it to an explorer. So that's good. So I really only need 1 resource. I already have it. So what I'll do is I'm going to gain a power card. Maybe I'll see something else I'd rather play. So let's, we're going to get the resource one. I'll put that right there because you could do this in any order. So you may want to see the card. And I want to get more knowledge before I make my decision on my presence because it may matter based on range or whatever this card does too. So I'll just put that there to remind me I took it off there. So let's gain a power card. I'll do a minor power. Okay, let's see here. So what do we have? We have sap the strength of multitudes. So at 0 range away, again, I can make my range better by spending more resources if I target a land with the Han. And I can defend 5. So some defense is nice. And then if I have air, which 3 of my 4 cards have air, I can increase the power's range by 1. So, I mean, that's good for me. That's a decent choice. What else we got here? 1 damage per blight. So if I'm letting blight get out of control, this is great. Better later game. And if it's mountain or sands, you may remove a blight. So it's a way to get rid of blight off the board. But it's right now it's only in jungle. So I don't care. That's not, this could be good later, but I want cards that help me now. So that's a no-no probably. Then I have this beautiful little icon here that my guy loves. I don't know if this is my starter card. I don't know which color this guy is, but there is a list of cards based on that little color. When you play your first game and you're like learning, they tell you to take one of these like low complexity guys. And where are those cards? There's like these little lists. You build your power decks, so you just kind of like know what's coming, or like so you don't have to sit there deciding. Yeah, he's red. So this is like, if you're playing the first time with this guy, you play with him, they give you this little cool card. It's great for learning the game. Explains your setup, and you're going to build this little deck, and these are the power cards you'll just get. So every time you get a new power card, you'll just get this from a deck in this order, so you don't have to think. So it just streamlines the game, make it quicker. So that's why I played with Mel last night. I had her using this for her guy, and then I just drew regular because I already played a couple games. But that's cool. So now I know the ones with the red border, a little red thing on the top, it just helps you find them easier in the deck. Those are my cards that are meant for my deck. So this one right here, this is one that they eventually give you in the game, which is funny because it has Fear, also has Moon, which helps. If it's a mountain or jungle, I can defend for 3. So some defense and fear generation. If I'm going heavy on the fear, I mean, that's amazing, and it's cheap and fast. Cheap and fast, yeah. All right, and then here we got another fast card with, what is this, Krang from Ninja Turtles here, I think is who that is. So at no range, I choose a spirit. Target spirit gets +2 range on all their powers. This could also be good for me because my range sucks, and I wouldn't have to spend the energy on my kind of crappy ability and have to worry about Dahan being there. But again, if I get my presence spread out anyway, I don't really care about this kind of stuff. But I'm going to go for the fear, I think, unless I want the heavy defense, because there is an argument for that. What do you guys think? Go heavy on the fear or get some defense going? And again, I can make sure the range is boosted up almost every turn right now based on what I have. I could get some defense in this card actually too. And right now, jungle is not a problem. I just don't know what's coming next, but jungle and mountains will come up eventually in some of the cards. And defend 3 could be helpful. Don't forget that explorer, which should be in the corner, sand. Sap is good with those people in water. Yeah, true. That is true. That could be a huge turn if we even see wetlands soon, but eventually it could help. I'm just debating the moon, like this one, because it has a moon on it, which moon is the thing I need the most, so it works with my innate better. I think I'm going to go with the Dark Entangled Floods. Explorer in land 2 should be in land 1. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, because sand... yes, thank you. He came out of the building. Yes. You're right. Thank you. All right. We're going with Dark Entangled Woods. And these will go away. I do like that 5 defense, though. Oh, that could be so good. Yeah. Do I have other ways of destroying? I can replace most buildings with explorers, so it's not as scary. And I can push guys out possibly. I can also destroy explorers. I think I could get that location under control. So I will just stick with the fear card. And maybe I get to remove some stuff with a fear card. That could be helpful too. But if Wetlands doesn't come up on the next card, then I think I'm sitting okay. Yeah, so this is my discard, this is my hand, and now my presence. So this is at range 1 away, and defending in jungles or mountains. And this has to be up to 1 range away. Let's just go here. Yep, okay. So now resources, I get 1. Okay, now let's play. I have enough to play whatever, but I can only play up to 2 cards. And so jungle is not, I don't care about jungle right now. Sand, we're gonna have some building. Can I stop that? No. Well, maybe with this, with the gather. So if I do 2 moon and a flame, I'm good. So to do that, I have to play this card for 2 fear. That's not a problem. And then wherever I target, range 1 away, but I could do up to 2 if I spend extra energy, which I don't have. And then I could just... I don't need to defend. I think I'll just play the cheaper card. So I have 2 moon and a flame, but this one generates more fear. let's do that. Yeah, I'm saving this one. Hopefully it works out with the wetlands. Dahan take no damage from ravaging invaders this turn. Like, that would be amazing right here. Hopefully that comes into play eventually. I may have to move the Dahan before that. Okay. So let's do, this one's fast. I gotta pay for it. Gotta pay for this one. I'm just gonna get some fear going. Okay. So we'll do this ability for 2 more fear. If target lands, that doesn't matter. Sure, I'll choose jungle here and I'll defend for 3. My ability, I am going to gather. I can choose here. Sand is going to build. Gather this guy here. I'll choose this location, which is next to a sacred. I have 2 sacred sites. I'll throw them in there, kind of putting all my eggs in one basket. But then there won't be any building in this sand, which is fine. This one I'm okay. I got some Dahan here to kind of back me up a little bit. And I can increase my range to effect there if I need because I have Dahan. Okay, so this, not now. That's done. They'll go, so we gotta do a fear card first. Level 1. Defend 2 in all lands with my presence. Awesome! Great, just what I needed right now. Stupid fear cards. Anyways, okay, so that one's done. Alright, jungle time, ravage, nobody home. Alright, that's done. Sand, we're gonna build. We build just a town down here in the left, the bottom left. And nobody home here. And then, please be wetlands. No, it's mountains. All right. So we are going to explore in the mountains, and I'll get to put my explorers in the right spot this time. Yep. Okay. Whatever. Okay, and then we will go to slow powers. So 2 more fear. From this one. Range 1, or range 0. So there is nothing in range 0. I don't have anyone to pay extra to replace. Oh well. I literally just paid to get some fear, which is whatever. Okay, so those will go away. And that is that. Done there. Okay, so next is sands. So we got this happening here. If I can defend there, which I have this, they won't take damage. I can generate some fear, and then they'll fight back, get some more fear going. So that's good. That's done. This one has nobody there. That's fine. Building. These guys building. That's a little worrisome. But I want to get a presence out and maybe gain a power card, but then I think I go for money. Yeah, let's do the gain a power card again. And I'll do this presence. So 4 off the top. Let's see what we see. So nobody's starter cards here. So we got Enticing Splendor. So it's fast, no range. Target where there's no blight. Gather a worker or a town, or gather up to 2 Dahan. So if you're moving around Dahan, that's great. Veil the Knight's Hunt. So range 2, but you have to target where Dahan are. Each Dahan deals 1 damage to a different invader. That might be nice before they fire off. And if I can move the Dahan, would be great. Or you can push Dahan with it. That's the way to move them around. It's only 1. That's nice. I like that one. Maybe take that. Then I got, I like this one a lot. Quicken the Earth Struggles. So for 1, it has to be where I have a Sacred Ground, though. But again, I can improve the range. Damage each town or city by 1, or defend 10. That's great. Defend 10. So I have to get some Dahan into these places before that fires off. Did I forget my innate? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Okay. So take no damage. They'll deal with this. That's fine. Dealing the 1 damage or pushing. Could be helpful. I like the damage dealing. 1 damage to each. I don't know what you guys saying. Actually, mountains is good. We'd be able to use that defense power. Yeah, I love this one. And I need moon and fire. That's there. But I could use the Dahan that I've built up to start firing off too. Yeah, because I could use this to move the Dahan, these Dahan, move them, or move these ones. Oh, but it's fast. That's fast. But I could, oh yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work together. Yeah, I'll probably just take this defensive one. Quicken has good elements. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Elements, big defense, so like a Hail Mary play, and if you're sitting pretty, I could do some damage to buildings. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning hard on this one. But I do like the moving around Dahan on these two, and the damage from Dahan, like, because I have lots of Dahan now, but maybe that doesn't last that long. And we do have air on both and a moon on this one. But yeah, I'll take the defense. Because I don't need it now, but I could use it just to deal some damage. But it doesn't help me because I don't have damage piling with it. But next turn, that could be very helpful to stop Blight from happening. As long as I can move some Dahan in there or get some presence, which that won't happen either. Yeah, I don't know. This is a little rough right now. This is rough right now, but it could be very good later. Maybe the Veil of the Night's Hunt. I have, yeah, because I could do some gathering next turn and then deal some damage in advance. No, I'm going to stay with the defense. It'll be better long run. It'll be better long run. And for the abilities, yes. Stop with the sand. But I would get 10 defense on, so stop with the sand. Uplifting with the defense. True. But I already have a way to stop them. Dahan. Oh, yeah, but then they would still blight. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. That does work right now. I forgot about blighting the land, too. Okay. So let's discard pile. Okay, so 2 cards. Where's my presence going? Let's just drop it here. So, sacred sites all day. Okay, so now I get 3 resources. Two cards I can play. Well, I only have 2, so that's going to be good. Spend 1. All right, so right here, 1 fear. Then these guys take no damage from ravaging, sure. Then this one, I could defend 10, but I have 0 range here, so I have to spend here. I'll spend 1 to add. So use an energy to target a land with Dahan regardless of the range. So I'll target this land here. Okay, so defend 10. Because sands are the only thing getting ravaged right now. All right, so those are used. My innate's fast. Do I have enough here? 2 moons and a fire. So I could gather someone off the mountains, but they're going to build anyway. Range 1 away. Gather, gather, gather. Where do I want to gather from? I could gather 2 here. So then they'll get destroyed in the fight. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so done all my abilities. They're all fast, all done. Go over to here. We have Fear card time. Is it going to help me, or is it just going to be annoying? Pay extra, yes. Gather and swing stands with dice. Yes, George, we're on the same wavelength. Awesome. I'm glad when I look up and I see you said the same thing I just did. Feels good. All right. So terror level 1 still. Each player removes 1 explorer from a land with Dahan. Well, that's interesting. Damn. 1 from here. Oh, from a land. Well, I'm going to leave these guys here. Let's just remove 1 from here. Yeah. It was okay. At least it did something. Annoying always. All right. So that's the fear card done. Put a little reminder token over here. So we're going to Ravage in the Sands. So again, we have 10 defense here. And so that means the land doesn't take any hits. The Dahan don't take any hits. Then fight back. They'll destroy everything here. And for that, I will get a fear for destroying a town. Yay! And that's done. On to build in the mountains. So we got a town up here, and we got a town over here. So mountains are going to be a problem. Then explore in wetlands. All right. Okay. So we'll clean these up. So I have no cards in hand. Wonder which growth option I should pick. Okay. Yep. I want to play more cards though. But again, if I choose like this one, I just get 1 card. I'm going to get my cards back. So I get them all back. I'll choose this one. I'll gain a power card. I don't think there's a reason yet to gain a bigger card. I like going cheap when I have low funds. And here we go. So there's that encompassing ward we saw earlier. Defend 2 in every land where you have a presence. Well, that doesn't do anything for me right now. 2 fear. Oh man. If target land has at least 2 buildings, has at least 2 basically structures, cities or towns. And it has to be ranged 1 away from a sacred site. Oh yeah. That is nice. And I generate extra fear. If I'm going fear route, that Rain of Blood is the way to go. But let's see what else we got here. We got to defend 2. If no invaders are present, gather up to 2. That can help move guys off of lands and not build. But again, doesn't stay strong as the game goes on and they get more invaders. And then Song of Sanctity. Target mountains or jungles. If target land has an explorer, push all explorers. Otherwise, remove a blight. Ooh, but it has to be jungle or mountain. That could be helpful later for these mountains that are definitely going to have some blight. I don't see how I'm dealing with that. And it's slow. I could use it right now to remove blight, actually, this turn. I could push some of these explorers into the eventual wetlands where I hopefully defend for 10 and then pop off a bunch of guys. I think Song of Sanctity. Yeah. I like having removed blight. It feels like really like you're cheating. But if you see if it targets the land that's helpful, that's really good. Or I go heavy on the fear and I just try to rush the fear. These are the 2. Let's look I got air here. I also could use no moon, no fire. Yeah, these aren't really helpful for that either. So it's one of these 2. You have 1 in jungle. You'll have on mountains. Oh, yes. Yeah, I don't already have 1 in the jungle. I definitely will have some on the mountains. So yeah, I'm definitely going Song of Sanctity. I think I talked myself into that one earlier. Yeah. Okay, so these are discarded. Got a loaded hand now. Just have to be able to start playing more of them. Which hopefully next turn I can pop some money. Get this one off. Start getting 3 cards. Okay. So I get 3 resources. Still have 1 left over from before. 2 cards. So mountains. I could defend one of them from getting blight. If I played that, I could prevent, but can I do other stuff? I definitely don't have to worry about invaders right now, or hurting Dahan. I could remove the Blight. That was what we talked about. I could replace with invaders. That's not really helpful right now. I could defend 3 in the mountains. I could defend here and prevent Blight, and then defend here and prevent Blight. So I could do that and just prevent the Blight and then worry about removing this Blight later maybe. We don't need to push. And gathering Dahan right now. No, I still want to leave those Dahan up there. Moving these Dahan might be nice, but not right now. It's fine. Yeah, I think I talked myself into some defense. Save, defend 10 for wetland next turn. Yeah, as I don't have a recover cards with these guys, so I have to choose that again. Yeah, you're probably right. So I'll defend 3, and then the other card I wanted to play was the removing Blight then, I guess. Slow there, so let's do fast here, slow here. And my Nate is not going to fire though, which is okay. I'd like to get this guy out of here so he doesn't build. But to do that, I need to play a Moon and Fire card. Could worry about the Blight late. Oh wait, if target land has... No, doesn't help me on wetlands. Push. Yeah, let's worry about the Blight later, I think. No, I don't have presence there, so I can't do that push. Huh. Who the hell was I going to play? Could gather. No. Replace. Yeah, we'll just do the Blight. We'll stick with our guns. All right. So, my turn. First, fast. I have this. We're going to target any land up to 1 range away. If it's mountain or jungle, I can defend. So let's defend here, I think. 2 fear. Draw a fear card. Oh, and now we're at terror level 2. So we just have to destroy, so we have a new win condition. We just have to destroy towns and cities and we win. That's all. That's all we gotta do. That's it. Seems easy. No, it isn't. Not right now. Okay. This is slow. This is fast. I don't have the ability to play it, so we're good. That was the thing I was looking for. I was trying to play that off, but that's fine. Or do I? Damn, I probably should have. That's how I was going to move a guy. Yeah, let's just do this one instead. Getting some more fear. Yep. So this one's slow. We'll wait for later. Yeah, we'll do the Blight later. Okay, so then I can do my Nate now of a range 1 away from a sacred site. I can gather. So let's gather this guy into here, I think. So that right now is 4, 5, 6, 7. And if they build there, that's a city. That's up to 10. Well, that sounds perfect for a defend. It's because I wanted the elements, George. That's what I was trying to do, so then I can move a guy out so he doesn't build here. So then I have another look. I want to keep things condensed. That's the way I find it's easier to play, but I could be wrong. Okay. So that's all my fast stuff done. Now, we are going to go to their turn. So fear card. All right. So level 2. Each player removes 1 explorer or 1 town from a coastal land. Well, that's yoink. That's a nice one. Still gonna blight though. Okay. So fear is gone. All right. So ravage time. So we're defended here. 4 attack. I'm defending for 3. 1 gets through. Doesn't blight. Doesn't do anything. We're fine. And then here though, we're gonna get a blight, which comes from over here. Okay. We'll clean that up later, I hope. Yeah, because I can react to it later. I don't think I have any cards that do damage for blight right now, but I played a guy that did the other day. It was like kind of fun letting all the blight gather up. Okay. So that's ravage done. Build in the wetlands. So it's only here. We're gonna get a city like we talked about. Boom. It's getting crowded in that wetlands, man. That's a hot. That's like Florida. Like there's Disneyland there, I guess, or something that everyone's kind of like wants to flock there. It's like nice weather, great condos or something. So explorers just want to chill there. Or I've scared the crap out of them and they don't want to move outside of that little province there. Okay, so that's that. And coastal lands. Oh no, oh no. We're gonna have some exploring along the coast. They're coming in off their boats. Ryan's here. It's his favorite game of all time. Awesome. Why didn't you tell me to get it earlier then, Ryan? Jeez. Just kidding. All right. Let's see here. So that's that done. Okay, end of the round, right? No damage or anything. Those go away. Money gone. All right, so we have 2 resources left over from last turn. I got a mitt full of cards. I feel like I'm going for this presence. I don't need to reclaim. So yeah, let's just get some funds going. And we can now play 3 cards. Look at it, we're graduated. All right. So we're going to take 3 resources. And we're going to put this presence out. And we can defend, range 0. We'll have to spend an energy to target this land where we have Dahan. So got to keep that in mind. Don't spend too much energy. I think I will put it here. Oh, coastal crap's going to go off in a minute. Didn't you have a slow power? Oh, did I forget it? I do that sometimes. Yes, I did. 2 more fear. Sorry. And range 0. I can replace a town with an explorer or a city with a town. But I could do it somewhere there's a Dahan. So I could make this into a town. But I'm kind that might be good actually. There's just less fear generated that way. And I kind of want to, like, there is 5, 7 total there worth of fear. I want to do the fear there. So I kind of don't want to use that ability. But I could do it there. That's pretty much the only place. So I think I'll just skip that one. Because I don't want to spend either to do the range. I want to save my money. So that's good. But thank you. Thank you for that, John. I did forget a card. I do that. I forget the slow phase, like, especially since I started out playing with the fast guy when I started learning. So it didn't help that everything was fast. Okay. So the presents. Let's just... So because of this Concealing Shadows card, the Dahan, I could use this instead of the Defend. Yeah, let's do some presents in here. Let's get in the party. Let's get right in the party there. Oh, but that means if they blight, that gets removed. Let's just go down here. Yeah. Coastal lands. Yeah, that's fine. Do it in the mountain? Right here? But you don't want to flip the blight card. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I gotta defend here, like the full 10 defense and protect that. You're right. I shouldn't do this tricky card. But this card, yeah, I could save for later. No to the slow power. Yeah. All right. No, I'll go here. I'll go there. All right. Let's see here. So next is, did I get all my resources? What did I do? This one? Yeah. 3 and 3. So I got 3 resources. I should get 3 more, right? Did I do that right? I think I messed something up. I'm doing this one. So I should have 3 and 3. I think I had 1 left over. Did I have 2 left over? I don't know if I took too many resources there, if you guys know. I think that's what I should be at is 8. 3 for this. 3 for this. I think I had 1 left or 2 left. I'm not sure. But anyways, we'll continue going. You guys will let me know. All right. Okay. Play blight removal. I couldn't range 0. Oh, I see. The blight removal one. Blight removal is range 0. Range 1. Okay. So what are we doing? Wetlands is ravage time. So we definitely are going to defend there, but we'll have to spend. Let's just change this one up. So we'll have to spend 1, plus we're going to add the extra range on it, so it affects a land with the Dahan, using this Shadows over the Dahan ability. That's for sure. I can play up to 3 cards. We're going to get rid of the Blight before that Coastal Lands fire off again, I think, here. That's slow, so we'll throw that over here, actually. And the other wetland is not really doing anything, but then Coastal Lands will build up there, and then it'll be a problem again. So if I can stop the building, so I need to move. Destroying would be great. If I can get 3 moons, which is not happening unless I don't play this. Next turn you get major. No, from your last turn, the slow power had a range 0, therefore you could not have used it in the wetlands nor in the mountain. You are good now. But I just did it to get the fear, right? So it kind of didn't matter. Yeah, I didn't do the second part on it, I think, right? This is the one you mean? Yeah, I just used it for the fear. Right? Pretty sure I did. Oh, but you're saying I couldn't have used it here unless I spent the money for it. Yeah, that's right. That is right. Yes, thank you, Bernardo. Okay. Let's see. So then I could move the Dahan out of there, but they won't really. They could be helpful if I moved them here, and I can outnumber and generate more fear. Maybe I do that. So after this whole business is done, I move the 4 Dahan here. They'll outnumber here. I'll get some fear, and then when the fights happen, that one's covered with Dahan. They'll destroy whatever's there. I can maybe even protect them. Yes, yes. Doing some push. So let's see. I have enough to do a gather. So I should be able to get like this guy out of here so he doesn't build there. Right? 2 moon. Yep, 2 moon, 2 fire. Okay, that's what we're doing. Final answer. All right. And I might have to pay for range. We'll see. Okay, so fast abilities. Let's gather from a sacred site 1 range away. Finding a mix between defense and Dahan is the best aggressive strategy. Triggering second level innate instead of Blight remove would always work. Yeah, true. That is true. Yeah, that's. I like usually getting this off no matter what, especially when I can get higher on it, but it's okay. It's okay. I bought the card. I got to use it. I wish it did have different icons, though. All right. So we use our innate ability to gather a guy out of here so he doesn't build in the coastal lands this turn. So that's done. This fast one, we will throw some defense. I think here is a good spot. This guy's not really doing much. We don't have to worry about that this turn. And we're good. They will go. No fear happening yet. Wetlands. So defend of 10. There is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exactly. Fully defended. 8 is going to hit back from the Dahan. So I definitely want to take out as many of these towns and cities as possible. So that's 7 total. And 1 more, right? So that will get me fear. 2, 3, 4 more fear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And so that is combat done. This one hits, but like nothing happens. We're good. So the coastal lands are going to build. We'll just remind ourselves about the fear next turn. Build for the coastal. So 1 here, 1 here. Okay, explore, sands. Okay, 1 here, 1 here. Got excited. I thought it wouldn't come, but there's a town here and a town here that I can definitely explore still. Okay. Slow time. So I have these 2. So I gather Dahan. If target land has these guys, push them all. So range 1 away. Let's just remove the blight. We'll do the otherwise remove 1 blight. And that goes back to here, right? Okay. Then we'll gather for Dahan. And we'll do it here because it's within range 1. Definitely a good. Let's gather these guys here. They outnumber, so that's 3 more fear. 1, 2, 3. And that's the turn, right? Still have extra resources. Nice. Wrecked. Just checking. Is this the target for that card? Mountains? Yeah. Yeah. Mountains and jungle. Which was why I took it, because I had blight in a jungle already and the mountains were getting out of control. So I thought I was going to have more blight there from the previous round. But that's why I can kind of let mountains get a little bit out of control. The only problem is it doesn't have my elements really on the card, so it's like a little annoying. But so we have next turn Mantle of Dread for some more fear. That'll get another fear card going, but it's slow. Can stop these guys from taking damage, and then they can smack back, but that'll be more blight. That's in a wetlands, not the best. I should go for major power, you guys are saying. I do have the resources for it. I could get more resources for it. Yeah, let's just try to line up a major power, I think. And if I'm lucky, I need Moon and a Fire. And I could do my second level of my innate also on the same turn if we're lucky. Ooh, do I reclaim cards and go major power, George? Or do I just try to clear off? I want to clear off one of these. I have a couple cards. I mean, it might not be the most efficient turn, but at least it's generating fear, which is great. I have these 2 fear cards here. If I get one more generated quickly, maybe I get lucky and get a fear. The perfect major power card. If I get a fear and a moon and a fire on it, we're living the dream. All right. Clear the top. Yeah, for the resource, right? Especially if I draw into something expensive. I had a 6-power one when I played before. Man, it was like wrecking. It was great. And I had a guy that recovered a card, and it kept doing it turn after turn. It was insane. Late game destruction. Just like sniping cities. Okay, so I will do the gain a power card. We're going major. I didn't get a moon and a fire card, so I'll just throw these away. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So I love this one. I've had this one before. You can target the Dahan. 1 damage and defend 2 per Dahan there. It's interesting if you have like these. You can also push the Dahan and defend other places, but that's not what this guy's going with. Tsunami. I've never seen this card. 2 away from a sacred site. Coastal. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Oh, we got to destroy Dahan. It might be good for the mountain location, though. 2 fear, great. 8 damage, great. Destroy 2 Dahan. Do 2 Dahan. If I do it here, I don't care. No Dahan there. If I have water, 3 water, that's not happening. Nope. I only have 1 other card with water. But in each other coastal lane on the same board, 1 fear and 4 damage and destroy Dahan. That is super thematic. I love that card. That is awesome. Right now, that's the one I want. But we're going to keep going. 4 for Accelerated Riot. Doesn't really have the symbols I'm looking for, the elements. But the 2 fear, yum, 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 4 damage. But jungle and wetlands. Not really where I want to be doing damage right now. And the resources down here, removing Blight's nice, but not really going my thing. Ooh. Oh, this is the one. This is the 6-cost one that I was talking about. Man, I love this card. So I don't know if it's great with this guy, but it does have Air and Fire, which Air and Fire, ooh, that's what I want, right? And if I have enough fire and air, it does the second part. So I can target mountains and wetlands, which is good right now, to do 3 fear, 5 damage. Like, if I play this card, I'm going to wreck this game, I think. As long as I have the resources for it. If I keep going the top row, yeah, this could be like just destruction. It's awesome. Range 1 away. And then I could destroy a town in each land, increase this power's range to 3. So if I get that off, I get even more fear if I'm destroying towns. Yeah. Get this one? So Tsunami is great right now, but they're both 6. This does way more damage, and here in the damage in the mountains, I need 6. But like that's fine if I do this there. I can hit mountains and wetlands. This one's coastal. So like that limitation, like this mountain I'll need to deal with eventually too, I think. Maybe not. Damn, the coastal is perfect. Like that's nice, but destroying Dahan, I don't want to do that. And I'll never get the bottom ability on this. I think it's this one because these elements work great with me. Fear, awesome. The destruction effect, I could trigger off for more range and fear. And mountains and wetlands, they're pretty much my places with the most guys right now. And I'm not strapped to coastal. And it's fast. Yeah, Talons is fast. I'm in. I'm all in on Talons. But yes, it's cool that I got Tsunami. I've never seen that before. And I have coastals loaded, so that's kind of cool. That's awesome. Oh, I love that card. That's cool. All right. Thanks, George, for the push into the major powers. I was a little scared. I'm going to draw something that I just won't play in. It's too expensive. And now I have to get rid of another card, right? So what are we tossing? So let's see here. This is my hand. And here's what is in my discard pile. And I'm assuming you can forget ones from your discard pile, which seems super efficient to just toss something you don't have right now. Gather Dahan. That's my only way to move Dahan, so I kind of want to keep that. Defend 10. Love it. Removing Blight is interesting, but it doesn't work with my elements. But I'm about to have a Blight problem, I think. Coastal lands are all going to fire off, but not this one. I can stop that one from getting Blight. This one I can protect the Dahan, but it's still going to get Blight. Unless... Oh, no, I don't have presence there to push. This guy I'm not worried about. He's not doing anything. So I might have some blight to get rid of, but this doesn't target wetlands, only mountains. So, that's on the chopping block, just for elements. It's not smooth with my elements. And I got fear generation here where I can defend in mountains and wetlands, or mountains and jungle. Or fear. The replace card, this one has not been helpful yet. But I feel like as it builds up, it will be helpful. And it does have 2 of my symbols on here. So it's either this one I'm tossing or this one. These are on the chopping block, personally, what I think right now. What do you guys think? Toss the blight removal? Yeah. It just seems like it janks up my innate. It was nice. I mean, I'd love to keep it, but maybe I'll get another blight removal later. But I think I'm okay. All right. Yep. Thanks, guys. For Major, I like the one that lets you defend 2 for each one in the presence of a spirit. Super powerful. I did have that one before. That one's awesome, too. Super awesome. Yeah, I love the major powers, but sometimes you get ones that let you draw 4, and they're like, none of these are really helpful to me. Favorite one is Winged at Dahan. For Major, I want to peek. I'll shuffle this up after. I have not seen a lot of these. I barely have grabbed any. Or do I not have that? Is it this? Wrap in Wings of Sunlight? Or did I see it already? No. Or is it in an expansion? Oh, it is this one. Yeah, move into Dahan. I'm sure you mean this one, George. Wrap in Wings of Sunlight. Move up to 5 Dahan from a target land to any land. Defend 5 in that land. Wow. Wow. That is awesome. I don't even care about the bottom part. That is awesome. But you can first pull some together so you can really do... Oh, wow. Yeah, there's some spirits I'm sure that's amazing with. Wow. Okay. Oh, I love the exploration in this game. Like, it's gonna be a while before I see all those major powers, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so... Okay, presents time. That's where we're at. All right, let's throw some presents on the board. Let's just go here. Yep, we'll do another sacred land. Or, yeah, we just need to be range 1 for the lightning. No Dahan taking no damage. I mean, I could throw it actually up here to do that and not have to spend the extra. Oh, but if the blight happens, right? If the blight happens, then it dies. I'll spend the extra. Keep my presents safe. Then reclaim them and fly them somewhere else. This spirit, as you can even spend an additional 1 and choose any lane with Dahan. Yeah, John, I realize that. It's like, so I don't really, that's why my presence where I put it, I kind of don't really care. Don't forget your 4 energy gain. Yes, oh, true. Thank you, thank you. Yes, 4 energy gain. Yeah, I get excited. I'm excited to already play my big awesome card, but I won't be able to afford it if I don't take my energy. Okay. Let's just go all in. Yeah. 6, 1. And we'll spend 1 on range. All right. So that's slow. These are fast. Do I have enough? Yes, I have enough for just the top level of my ability, which I can move a guy out of the sand so he doesn't build. Because this guy's going to get destroyed. So I'll move this guy. And I'll gather him... up here, so he gets destroyed. Okay, that's done. Then we're going to do this one. Let's target range 1 away fast. We're going to target the mountains. We're going to get 3 fear. So 2, 3. We're at terror level 3, which I'm going to win right now, right? By destroying the city. So 5 damage here. Bang, bang. And that'll give me 3 more fear. And I think I win, though, instantly. Right? And if I have 3 fire, which I don't, yeah, that's it, right? No cities. I need cities to win. I think that's it, right? Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know if I just won. I'm pretty sure that ended it instantly because I don't see any other cities. And they haven't gone yet. I'm doing fast powers. Yeah. Yeah. Win. John's official. Yep. George says we win. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. That's cool. Look at all the fear, though. That's amazing. That feels so good. But I wish I didn't even get to see them. But let's see. It would have been terror level 3 now, which is awesome if you store up so many so fast. Each player removes an invader from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. Cool. An invader from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. So I guess if you had just like a city with an explorer, you could pop a city that way. You don't get the fear though, right? Each player removes 1 from a land. Each player chooses a different land. In chosen lands, gather up to 2 Dahan, then 1 damage per Dahan present. Ooh, yeah, I could have cleared that all before they even went. And invaders do not build in lands with Dahan. Yeah, which wouldn't have been a problem anyway. Oh! Board is so much tighter in solo. Yeah, I like it's manageable. Like, I'm new to the game, so I think it's nice that you can play like with just this small board. So it's like it's contained, and my brain, I don't smell bacon cooking right now because my brain is frying. It's nice to just manage this little thing. But I see why people eventually want to play with 2 spirits, 2 boards, and like really go. Just to really cook. And then there's all this extra stuff. There's this like, I haven't even looked at this stuff yet. But you can totally mess with the rules with scenarios. And they got like certain difficulty ratings. So difficulty 4, 3, 0, 0. So you can change up the rules of the game. Like if you just get bored, you're just like, man, let's just play with a scenario. And then there's invaders, which I haven't even read these. I haven't even looked at how they even work. But they just add like on these level 2 cards that come out with the little Super Mario Brothers 1 castle at the end of level 1 right there. That's what that is. You basically get to do this escalation ability is my understanding. So then this like fires off and there's like additional loss and win conditions, and they, I guess, get certain levels. You play at different difficulty levels to make it harder. Like this game has like they basically, when designing this, they were like, how do we make a game like infinitely replayable out of the base box? And they like achieved it, I think. Yeah, to make the game hard in unique ways, and aspects will change low complexity spirits. After you get good at the game, you really need adversaries. Oh, okay. Because it like tosses it in. But I do love it. I love this game. Like, I just looking at it, yes, like Mattias was saying earlier, like the look of it maybe doesn't really go with what I usually play and what I like to play. But man, it's a beautiful game. Beautiful game. And it's just like super thinky, and the strategy is awesome. And I see why you guys love it. Like, man, I see why it's number 1 on the solo list too. Like, yeah, I just want to like keep firing off games. What time we got? 4:23. I can do another one. So we're gonna try the spirit. What is it? The big scary guy? I do have another stream though at 7. But I think I'm good. So this guy, the bringer of dreams and nightmares. Oh, George needs to go. Thanks for stopping by, George. Thanks for helping out. Yes, thank you. But are you guys down? You want me to play another one? Good luck. Oh no. I'm just looking here. I'm not sure if I'll play still. I'm just thinking for time. That last one, how long did we stream for? 2.5 hours. We got 2 games in, but those went quick. Like we didn't even get to level 3 there. And eventually it won't do that. I want to read this guy. Let's see. Set up 2 on your starting board in the highest numbered sands. Okay. With most spirits, terror victories are a backup plan, and the main push against the invaders stalls out for too long. But Bringer turns fear into a more viable primary strategy. Its transformation of damage and destruction into fear may turn major powers into tremendous sources of terror and panic. However, the only real offense Bringer has Is the Dahan fight back? Oh. 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 That's scary. Look at the fear meter. It's like he's sticking a middle finger up at me there with his fear. Fear this. However, the only real offense, while it does have some defensibility, it is fundamentally poor at clearing areas of invaders. John's got to go as well. No problem, guys. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it. He's one of the hardest solo. So you guys are trying to screw me here already? Only if you have Serpent Slumbers. All right. I'm going to try it out. Okay. So let's set it up quick here. We'll do one last one. All right. Okay. Let's grab. We'll do C. Town, Blight, Dahan, Explorers, Dahan, City, Dahan, Blight, Dahan, Town, City. Okay. Now where do we say? 2 on your starting board and the highest number sands. So we get 2 here. So we got some elements on this board, which is cool. What's any mean? What does any mean? Missing off the quick reference. I'm assuming it's any element. Yeah, because it's like the shape of the element logo. Yeah. Any element I want. Yeah, okay. Seems right. It means any element. Okay, thank you, Jeff. I thought so. I wish it meant any amount of resources. Take as much as you want. Play as many cards as you want. I wish. Okay. So let's see how crazy this guy gets. All right. Where did I throw a card away? Oh, they're all here. Okay. All right, let's get set up here. So there's 4 cards. Let's shuffle up these. Get in there. These can go away. This can go away. But yeah, this game's awesome. I love it. My favorite thought might be hard solo. But yeah, it's probably going to be hard too for me because it's only my second day playing this game. But we've been okay here on stream so far. But it might just be because I was playing with like low complexity guys. Can I handle the complexity? If I lose, I lose. Still fun. I want to try out more of these spirits anyway, so this is great that I get to play one I've not tried yet. I'm always down for experiencing new stuff. Shuffle up our major powers. Doesn't deal damage, so you need to keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm going to be in trouble. It has some defense, though, so should I be... If I'm using the Dahan to fight for me, then hopefully I get some defense to keep them alive, and then they hit back, like I was just doing with the last guy. Like, I assume this guy's a more complex version of this Shadow guy, but then again, the Shadow guy is like pure offense but no defense, so yeah, it's different, but the fear is max. So we're going all fear strategy here. All fear all day, which we almost did, man. I almost 2 more, like I would have been there. Would have been cool. Let's get our other fear cards in here. Yeah, this is gonna be like brain burning for me not being able to just like deal straight up damage. But there's power cards that can help with that, right? And Sajat Sirov, hey, how's it going? Just joining in. Hello, fellow board gamers. Hello. All right. So fear 1, 2, 3. Terror level 3. 1, 2, 3. Terror level 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4 fear. Our little reminder fear token. The rest of the fear is tossed away. Level 1 cards, level 2 cards, level 3, level 1, 2, 3. So we'll shuffle up our 3s, take away 1, good. Shuffle up our 5 2s, take away 1, and shuffle up our 4 1s. This is gone. Toss these guys away. And let's get a healthy island switch up. Let's try the other one. I don't remember what this one was. I won't peek. I don't remember what the other one does. I know one's like presence or something. Okay. Oh, major powers. Explorer deck. Are we good? Oh, first card. Waters, wetlands are going to explore. And oh, we got 2 money and 2 cards to start with this guy, though. All right. Here's what we got. Yeah, 13 on BGG this freaking game. That's what I was talking about at the start of the stream. It's like this game is like super high on solo and co-op lists, high on strategy, which just makes me want it. Okay. Predatory Nightmares. Speed, slow, up to 1 range away from sacred sites. Must target invaders. 2 damage, of course. I want to target a place with invaders that do 2 damage. Then you can push up to 2 Dahan out of there. Save their butts. When your powers would destroy invaders, instead, they generate fear and or push these invaders. Oh, I got to read all these special rules. Now I see why he's more complex. Like he's got freaking a story here for how he works. Your powers never cause damage, nor can they destroy anything. So that means even buying cards that can't do direct damage. Right? Other than your own. Your powers can never cause damage, nor can they destroy anything other than your own presence. Well, that's crap. When a power of yours would destroy or deal enough damage to destroy any invader, generate 0, 2, or 5 fear instead. Oh, wow. The power pushes all explorers and towns it would destroy. So it doesn't move cities. It's not that powerful, but it scares away towns and explorers. Note, a single power cannot destroy a given invader more than once. Powers which cause damage via Dahan are affected just like all others. All effects other than damage destroy work as usual. This is going to be confusing. All right, innate powers. Spirits may yet dream. So I can target myself only for 2 moon, 2 air. Turn any face down fear card face up. It's earn/resolve normally, but players can see what's coming. Oh, that's cool. And then for 3 moon, target spirit gains an element they have at least 1 of. Target gains an element they have at least 1 of. Okay, so if I have 1 air, I could generate a 2nd air element, or I could use the air elements, I guess, generate some extra moon. But I would already have 3 moons, so that wouldn't matter. I guess it's air. But it's more beneficial in co-op play, I guess. Night Terrors. So just generating fear. Oh, that's cool. So I'm just like racing for fear then, I guess, right? Okay. Wow. All right, now it makes sense. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get excited with damage, then realize that what it does every time. When powers generate fear in a target land, defend 1 per fear and get a fear. Fear from Dream 1,000 deaths counts. Fear from destroying cities and towns does not. Wow, this is going to be insane. All right. Maybe I'm not ready for this yet. Hopefully I don't mess it up too much. If target land has a Dahan, gain a major power. If you forget this power, gain energy equal to Dahan, and you may play the major power immediately, paying its cost. Or, if invaders are present, 2 more fear. Wow. Gathering Dahan, if target land has stuff, fear, 1 fear for each Dahan to a maximum of 3 fear. Wow. Okay, so all fear all day. Okay. Rush strategy. Hopefully I don't die quicker. Okay. Claim all cards we have, gain a power card. We have reclaim 1 card, drop a presence where I already have one to kind of make a sacred land most likely. Gain a power card, 1 presence up to 1 range away. And then this one here, plus 1 presence. What the heck? I don't know what this one means. Plus a presence. Dahan or... Oh, okay. It has to be up to 4 range away where there's Dahan or invaders. Add a presence to a land with Dahan or invader. Oh, okay. That makes sense. They just say it out in English here because it's like, I don't know what that means. All right, and then we get some energy. Okay. So 1 way to get energy is not that much, but we're starting off with 2, which is great. And yeah, so I can get some air and moon generating off the top, which is kind of neat. All right. Call on Midnight's Dream is crazy. If a target land has Dahan, gain a major power. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay. I need to get money going to do that kind of crazy stuff. Okay. We'll see. All right. What are we doing? Can play 2 cards already. Gather up to 2 damage. Push up to 2. Just need to get fear going, I guess. I don't even know where to start. Gain a power. Reclaim 1 night. One of these 2. I think gaining a power card might be nice. But energy could be nice too. So wetlands. Gather. Okay, let's just gain a power card. Just debating, do I inject money yet? No, I'll go power card, I think. Let's just... Air? Is air what I need? Okay, let's gain a power card. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. See what we get. So we can push some guys around or generate fear. That seems helpful. Moon and air is what I need. So that's kind of important. Fear. I can push some guys around. Fear, push some guys around. This stuff seems helpful. But I like the symbols over here. Moon and air. And removing some blight. Blight removal might be good, but I'm playing the quick game. But that I can see blight being very helpful since I can't really destroy anything. Damn. But I think I go all in on fear. Let's just go nuts. Let's go all in. Balls to the wall. All right. It's only one. That's good. It's fast. Great. Can push a guy out before he builds. That's also good right now. One range away. All right. I get 2 resources. Oh, I forgot to put my presents out there. Oh, that matters. Oops. So pushing fear. 0 presence. Target land has a major power. I already have that range. Pushing to Han. I think I go here. Try to get in the center a bit so I can hit some more things right off the bat. All right. So that's where my presence is going. Got my resources. I have air already, which is cool. I can only play 2 cards. So I think we're going to spill some tea there. So we'll play that. 1 resource. I'm pretty sure. And Gathering Dawn. Powers generate fear in target land. Defend 1 per. Don't need to worry about that yet. I'm not defending. Target land has that. Up to 2 range away. Gather 2 Dawn. Also fast. I don't know really what else to play right now, but if I get my innate going, I can already generate fear. If I can get another moon and a red thing on the bottom. Build is in wetlands, right? So let's do that. Oh, I don't have enough money for it. Damn it. All right. Can play only one of my 0 cards. That answers that question. So let's just do this one. So we're just literally playing this for elements. Cost me nothing. If invaders are present, to fear. Yeah, I can generate some more fear. We'll just go with that. And then I have 2 moon, an air, and this one. So I can generate 2 fear here just from this Night Terrors. And I don't have enough for this one, but that's okay. All right. So let's see if I can get this correct. Okay. So first, fast, which is everything I have is fast. I can't mess with that. All right. So let's push this guy. I don't want. That guy there, I think. So I don't want building here. But do I have a way to deal with that next anyway? No, that's fine. All right. So I push there. Or generate fear. No, we'll do that. That one's done. And this one you may target. If your target land has Dahan. I don't want to do the power thing. I want to do if invaders are present, just gain 2 fear. So I can just choose this location up to range 0 away. So this one has whatever, so 2 fear. And then my innate, I'll get to generate 2 more fear. So we have our first fear card already. Boom. Okay, now they run wild. So they're going to build just here in the wetlands in the top right. And then we'll slide that along. Remind ourselves we're going to get a fear card next. Oh, that fear card happens right now. That fear card happens first. Terror 1. Defend 2 and all lands with presence. Well, thanks for nothing. Okay. Whoops. That goes here. Okay, so we'll build here and explore in jungle. Slow powers, none. Okay. So what are we doing next? Defending in wetlands. When powers generate fear in a target land, defend 1 per fear. Generate a fear. Fear from dreams. Dreams. Dream 1,000 deaths counts. I guess that's a card. Oh, this right here. Your powers never cause damage. Oh, I see. So damage from that. Okay. So I can hit up here, do some fear. So let's try that. And so if we're going to play, I'm trying to think. Oh, I could reclaim a card too. Let's do the last one here. We're going to get 2 energy. And then we're going to put a presence in a land with Dahan or invaders. Let's go there. Okay. All right. Oh, and I need 2 more energy for the energy on a turn. Let's see. Don't forget the air on your board. Yeah, I did forget that. You were triggering your other innate. Oh, I did have enough, didn't I? Yeah, you're right. So I could have saw that face up to know what was coming. True. That's very important, actually. But yeah, okay. I need to remember that going forward. Okay, so I have 5 resources. So I can play all my cards. Well, I can only play 2 of them, but I can afford my cards, is what I'm trying to say. Gather 2 Dahan. If target land has cities or towns, 1 for each Dahan to a maximum of 3. Gathering up. Gathering up. So right now I have Moon, Air. So I can do this one. If I play that, and then I have Moon, Air, and Scratchy Thing on the bottom. So that's extra fear. Okay. Wetlands are trouble. But I could do 2 damage there. And push them out. Yeah, this is tough, man. This is a level here is like such backwards thinking. Okay. I'll see if I like it or not after this play. But it's challenging. I like it. Obviously, it slowed me down. It's definitely slowed me down. It's like now I smell the bacon cooking. My brain is frying. All right. Let's see. 2. So this is slow. This one's fast. So let's do fear card's not there yet. But I can choose a land with invaders at 0 space away. And here it's going to be attacking. I think I'm going to Ravage a Blight up here. That is okay. Oh, but I can move it, right? Oh, that's too slow to do that. Powers generate fear in a target land. Defend 1 per fear. I can't target that land with this one. Powers generate. So I can target it with this one. Put 1 fear. Does 1 damage. Yeah, that's too bad. I thought this was faster. Oh well. Alright, so I'll target... yeah, it's only wetlands are going to do anything. Yeah, I'll just do there. Whatever. Generate a fear. Done. Has 1 defense, but can't really do much about that, I don't think. Here, I will target... yeah, I'll target here and generate 2 fear, because I have the elements for that. Yep. 2 more fear. And then I don't have a fear card yet, unfortunately. And then they will go. Ravaging and wetlands, so we get a blight. Nothing here. Jungle is going to build. Kind of need to let them build so I have stuff that I can damage to get more fear. And exploring in the sands. Yeah, there. Okay, slow ability. 2 damage, push up to 2 Dahan. So if jungle's where bad things are going to happen. Sand is next. Let's do it here. 2 damage. So we push this. Push here. And push the Dahan. Let's push the Dahan here. Okay, so 2 damage. Just pushes that guy. And then because it is a town, I generate 2 fear, right? Because normally it would destroy. Yeah, towns give me 2 fear. That's great. That stuff goes up. Fear card. So I can peek at that fear card with this ability if I have it next turn, right? So it's pretty cool. All right. Done. Yep, I think. Look at the fear card plan. Oh, you can look at the next card. Doesn't have to be the top. Turn any face down fear card face up. It's earn/resolve normally, but players can see what's coming. Oh, so I could have looked at this already, right? Ah, okay. Okay, so if it's coming at terror level 1, I get to remove some explorers and lands with Dahan. Well, good thing I moved those guys, I guess. Would have been nice to know that first, I guess. Yeah, so that's very powerful. And if we can get the other terror card off, each player removes 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with Dahan. Okay. Well, I guess I leave that face up, right? Yeah, I apologize, guys. You're not looking at the comments. Yeah, because my brain's cooking over here. I'm trying to play. Don't forget your board. You trigger your other innate. Yes, thank you, John. Jesus, dude, chill. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Rob, looking at the fear cards. Important for the spirit. You need to be using your innate to plan. Yeah, because I see why. Because my only real removal is these cards. Yeah, and you can look at any face down fear. I was only thinking it was the fear card that was here face down. Like I pictured when they're all piled up here, I can pick anyone to look at. But it makes sense. Like even looking at that's helpful too. Very powerful. Very powerful. Thank you, John. All right. So I only have 1 card left in hand here. So, are we reclaiming cards? I want to keep clearing off stuff. I could just gain a power card and just go with the flow. But what does this other card do for me? Gather Dahan. If target land has this fear, so Gather Dahan. Ooh, I can get a whole bunch of fear off this actually, because I can gather like 2 Dahan into here where there's this, or yeah, so that's good. I am going to be a little risky. I will not regain my cards yet. I'm actually going to just do add +1 presence. I need to play more cards, so I'm going to keep taking off the bottom for now. And my presence can go up to 1 away. Let me gain the power card first. Let me do a minor. So we got Krang. Reaching Grasp. Get some extra range. The elements got air. Pull beneath the Hungry Earth. If target land has your presence, 1 fear and 1 damage. If target land is sand or wetlands, where I am only in sand and wetlands, extra damage. And if I could do that damage to a town, that's an additional 2 fear and I push the town. I like that one right now. And it has Moon, and that is really it. Okay. Then I have a way to move Dahan by gathering them or damage. But interestingly, I hate these where it's like gather up to 3 Dahan, but you have to target a place that already has Dahan. Like that's frustrating. But then it's cool to like 1 damage per Dahan effect, which for me that could turn into fear. That's neat. Here's a better one where you can target any, gather or push. I like that. That's very flexible. But again, only, oh, it's got 2 symbols I could use. I need to get this other moon uncovered, because then I could be doing extra fear down here. Ooh. I know, I'm super engrossed in ignoring comments. I'm sorry, John. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I like this. I think I'm going with this just to go fear heavy. It's slow, but that's okay. But Blight's going to be a problem, though. Jungle, no Blight. There's nothing any of these can do to help me with that, so yeah, we'll go with the Hungry. It has a moon on it. That's useful. Just, yeah, the game is thinky, very thinky. I hope it's better when like Mel and I are playing co-op and we talk more and stuff. I was worried playing this game solo might be a little boring, but I'm trying to speak out loud as much as I can to explain what I'm doing. But it's super fun. I love it. All right, so these are what I got. And presence, doesn't matter. The range, I got range 2 here. That's great. Range 1 from here. We got Jungler about to do some fighting. Then we have sand for some building. It's not boring at all. Oh, you guys, okay. Thank you. You guys are the reason I'm playing this guy. Sorry if I get quiet. All right, so I just need to decide where to put some presents, and I'm thinking like I have sand and wetland matter, but I only need to be like range 1 away, and I got those covered. Some of my cards, just the 0 range 1 here. Let's just go down here to be safe. Can I do that? What do I do? Take a card up to 1 range away? No, I can't do that one. Let's just go. We'll go in the mountains here. Okay. So resources, I get 2. So I have 3 resources. More than enough. Okay, I can play up to 2 cards. Probably play them both so that I can get some elements going, maybe. So I have 2 moon, 2 air, which allows me to turn this up if I do this. And then over here, 2 moon, 2 air. I don't have the other one, so I only get 1 fear generated. Okay, that's fine. I'll play that, and my discard pile, I'll pull back next turn. Okay, so let's check this fear card using this ability. 2 and 2, right? Yep. This one, we can push some explorers from an inland land. Push 3 and some town and or a town, 3 or a town from an inland land. And then each player may push any number of explorers. Wow. So we're most likely going to get the 2 level when this one goes off. Okay, good to know. So pushing some dudes around. That might be helpful for blight problems. Okay. So slow, fast. All right, so that's done. I don't have 3 moons. This will generate a fear. You just pick a place with invaders. I don't think it matters for any other reason. Nope. I'll just pick my place here, I guess. 1 fear. Okay, those are done. Innates are done. Then I have this one. I can gather up to 2 Dahan, or if target land has towns or cities, 1 for each Dahan to a maximum of 3. So I could pick here, and I could just choose to get 2 fear out of the deal. Or I can gather and try to build up. I can like gather here. No, I'll just choose to do the other one and go fear heavy. 2 fear, right? 2 fear. We get this card. Oh, this is going to be weird because we generally do this one first. Okay, that goes up. Okay. This is slow. All right, their turn. Fear cards. We'll do this one first, right? Okay, so we're terror level 2. Terror level 2. Terror level 2. Okay, terror level 2. Each player removes 2 explorers. It's fun seeing you think, trying to get your attention because you're not understanding the rule of your innate. Which innate, John? 3 explorers and or towns. The order remains the same. 3 explorers and or towns. Oh, this one. 3 explorers. Push up 3 explorers and or towns. Yeah. Old comment. These comments are in real time. Yeah, I know. It's like also a 10 to 15 second delay too, John. And then I look, and then it's like even more late. All right. So each player removes up to 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with Dahan. So right now, jungles, can't touch them. There's no Dahan. Sand, where they're going to build, I can remove these 2, so no building happens. Right? Yeah. I like. And then here, terror level 2, each player may push up to 3 explorers or towns, so any mix of, from an inland land. So, I could push from here so they don't cause me trouble. Right? From an inland land. Yes. So they get some out of the jungle, so no blight. But is that where I want to push them? Or do I push them coastal? That's a little risky because I hate that coastal card to really mess with you. But there are Dahan there, which can be helpful. No, I'll push them with those Dahan, I think. Yeah, keep things separate. I don't want to put a build up on a land with blight already because that could get really crazy. Okay, let's do that. All right. So that was the fear cards. They're done. I'll throw this up here. Ravage time. So this guy does nothing. Done. Sand building time. Nobody home. We get a town over here. Then jungle for some exploring. Jungle. Problems. All right. Slow power. If target land has your presence, I get a fear and a damage. If the target land's also a sand or wetland, +1 damage. Here? Sand or wetland. I could go range 1 to go here. So fear, I can get rid of this town. Oh, but it only pushes it. Yeah, that's right. Only a push. But they're about to ravage. They're about to ravage. And it has to have, target has to have my presence. So yeah, let's just do it here. And we get to do an extra damage. We'll push this out to the mountains. So that's the damage. So I get 2 fear from that, right? Because it's like damaging, but it's pushing it. And I get an extra fear from the card ability. And Ryan says, my favorite games are always the ones where that card is the one you randomly removed. LOL. I'm not sure what you mean, Ryan. Oh, I see. Yeah, like these, like where you remove the card, like, yeah, I get what you're saying. I think that's what you mean. Where you're setting up the game and then removed. Okay. Let's go with, we're done, right? Gone. Next, I think we reclaim all our cards. Yeah, let's reclaim all of our cards. We'll get a power card. I don't know if we go big card yet, but yeah. I think I go minor. I stay minor until I get more resources going, I think. Or I do this next. That could be helpful. Yeah, damn. I'm just worried I won't be able to afford a major. Yeah, I'm going minor. Let's go minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I think next one I do major. Ooh, I like this one. The elements. Just get your elements you need. Just grab what you need. Done. I like that one. The defend 10 one's back. Or some damage. Probably the defend 10 is very important. Especially since I can't destroy anything. Here, if target land gets some fear and damage, I mean, that's helpful too. Fear is I gotta be focusing more on fear. Defending is like great, slows the blight down, but I mean, this could gain me some energy. If you have at least 2 sanctuary spots, or whatever they're called, sacred grounds, I would get +1 energy. So that's a way to get energy, but it doesn't have my symbols. This doesn't really have my symbols. This definitely has my symbols. This has moon and that one. Okay, it has 2 of the symbols. Yeah, I'll do the defend, I think. Oh, you hate the coastal card. Yeah. Coastal is good when playing with adversaries. Defending is good, allows the Dahan to actually kill the invaders. Yeah. Yes. Doing it. As much as I want this to just generate fear and go hard, this could help me get fear, right? Because they actually can kill. So yeah, that's a smarter choice. You were correct, John. All right. So it's good. I saw 2 awesome cards there. That was a great pick, grabbing on the minor. And then next I'll do major, toss one of these cards that hasn't been performing. Hopefully I see a major that has my elements on it. And we'll be living the dream. And I hope I have enough resources by then. All right. So I did this one, reclaim my cards. I get 2 energy. Still can only play 2 freaking cards. That is frustrating with this guy. Okay. So I have lots of turns here. If I just keep playing 2 cards at a time, I don't need to really reclaim for a while. That's one thing. Okay. So right now, I'm 1 fear away from getting a fear card going. I have sand right here, one that's definitely going blight crazy unless if only I had a card that could defend a whole bunch. But it's range 0. Range 0 from a freaking sacred site. How am I going to do that, actually? How am I going to do that? I have to do damage to, like, push them, right? Range 0. Yeah, it's not helping me out as quickly as I wanted. Remember, I have a card. Yeah, I have a card that gives me a major too, right? Yeah, that's true. That is true. It also just gives me some fear for free and gives me some symbols I like. But that'll be better once I can play 3 cards. I'll be able to slap this guy down with 2 cards that do something. Okay. Target land has your presence. No. Gather. Target land. Damn. Yeah, that sand ravage thing is going to be a problem. I think I need to, like, gather Dahan here and then keep that as, like, my central place to, like, push guys into and then, like, use the defense to smash them. Again, 0 range on this one too. Man. Push or generate fear. I don't see any way of stopping this from getting blight. That's my problem. Nope. And this I can't target. I have no invaders to target. So I need to, like, knock someone into where I have presence. Oh, I have presence right here. I have presence right there. Yeah, I just need to race for the fear. Let's just not give a crap what they're doing right now. How do we just generate 2 away? That'll generate at least 2, but that's fast. Can we move some Dahan fast? I don't think so, right? I kind of want to save that till next turn and do some push and damage this turn. We're going to build on jungles, which is fine. And the major power thing, I could just save money and do the fear off that, or just the delusion one where I can push or do 2 fear. I think I'm just going to go heavy on the fear. So we'll spend 3. Here. It's probably not the most optimal cards, but that's what we're doing. Just taking a turn to bust a bunch of fear. Okay, do I have my elements though? Let me check that. Yes, I have enough for the turn a card face up. So this would be at terror level 2 at least. Each player may replace 1 town with a explorer in a coastal land. Okay, that one's done. Over here, I have 2 moon, 2 air. I have one of these, so I can do 2 terror. I'll pick here, land with invaders. That has 0 range. So 2 terror, and I'll get this card over here. Remind myself to play it. Okay. Or 2 fear, sorry, 2 fear. Now fast here. I can push a guy out of the jungle so he doesn't build, or generate 2 fear. Let's push. Range 1 away. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just push them into the wetlands there. That's fine. Okay. And then we'll let them go. We'll do the fear. Each player may replace 1 town with an explorer and a coastal land. Let's do... Yeah, sure. Okay, so Blight happening here. Remember the card that gets you a major. Oh yeah, that's from 4. Defending is good, allows on. Yeah, okay. All right. So they're just dropping some. Oh, did I pull that from the wrong place? Yes, I did. I do that. Blight here. So let's get. So this is the one that at the start of each invasion phase, each spirit forgets a power or destroys one of their presence. 4 Blight. So I'm racing against this now, basically. Hopefully I can get a major power soon that actually helps. But like I feel like I've not cleared off enough of this stuff. It feels very frustrating. Still only playing 2 cards, generating 2 resources. Like, not fun. All right. But so slow. Okay. Now, we did that. Nobody here in the sand. So that's done. Jungle is going to build. So we had a town up here. Nobody home here. And then explorers. Coastal lands. Here it is. So they're exploring on all 3 of them. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Slow power. I can do up to range 1 away from a sacred site with invaders. And if there's some Dahan there, that'd be nice because I can push them. Man, coastal lands is going to be a problem. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Generate fear. Generate fear. So jungle also. And I can push these Dahan. But why am I trying to push Dahan? What are they going to do for me? The defense thing, right? But I don't have presence there. I need to put them in somewhere I do have presence. So let's push them. Let's do this. Yeah, I think do them from here. Let's do it here, because that is up to 1 range away. No, it's not. Sacred site. Yeah, I messed up. This presence should be down here. Should be down there. Definitely messed that up. I keep thinking I can reach here from there, but I cannot. You guys saying in the chat. Yeah, you're not close enough for that land. Yeah, that sucks. I could do this one just to push some to Han, but I kind of want to max it out. Let's just do up here. And I'll do 2 damage, which pushes this. That does 2 fear for doing a town destruction push thingy. And then I could push up to 2 to Han, which they're not there. Done. Okay. All right. Not generating fear fast enough for this guy. That coastal land card, man. Oh, okay. I need to use the Dahan to fight. That's what I need to do. Okay, so let's just get some resources going. Let's put a presence out there. Oh, I can get up to 3 cards played, though. Yeah, I'll put one where I have invaders or Dahan. which I think I need to do here. Or here. I'll do there. But defend 10 here would be good. These guys will wipe out the Dahan though. Okay, hold on. Let's think here. I'm trying to make the defense card work. I'm trying to make that work where I have to have 0 range. Oh, it's from a sacred site anyway. It's from a freaking sacred site anyway. And he doesn't have any way of getting 2 presents out ASAP. Yeah, that's a bad play. Okay. Yeah, that one presence placement is like messed me up. Like I didn't want to put it over on the coast, and then I didn't, and I chickened out, and I should have just did it. Yeah, that messed me up. I keep forgetting about this defense, the sacred. I shouldn't have taken this card, I don't think, right now because of the whole 0 range sacred site thing. And fear, I need 1 more fear for a card. Like, man, I still have 5 fear cards to go. Oh, I need the Dahan to start killing or I'm going to fail. So I could use these together to make some defensive play where I could, target land has towns or cities. I get 1 for each Dahan there. That doesn't work. Right here. 1 for each Dahan, so that's fear. And then this card would work with gaining defense here. So I don't get a blight there. And I get another fear out of it. So that would be 2 fear, 3 fear, 3 defense. Protects these guys from dying, so that's possible play. 2 moons, 3 air, but no bottom. But I still can do 1 more card now. And I could try to grab a major power this turn by doing this cheeky little play. Or if target land has your presence, a fear and a damage and another fear. What am I trying to do here? Jungle or what's ravaging? Oh yeah, so Coastal's not attacking yet. Coastal's not ravaging. I'm thinking it is. It's jungle that's ravaging. So this is the important thing right now. So this is more of a play next turn, I think. Just jungle is ravaging. So we can go for major power, I think. Can we do anything about those guys up there? Doesn't have my presence up there. In that case, you know what? I should put my presence up here. Because if it has my presence, I can do the damage to shift 2 of... No, that only does 1 damage. Not enough. Not enough. And then what I do is try to get this sacred so that next turn I then can play my big defense card here. But I don't have Dahan there. So I need to move Dahan there too. So let's gather Dahan maybe. And do I just pull my cards back? I could reclaim cards. I could reclaim a card too. Get some extra resources next turn. Oh, I forgot my resources. Did I pick this one, right? Yeah, so I should have 4 resources total. So 5 to play with. I could just do some damage to the wetlands. Wetlands or sand. I could do some damage here. I have presence. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then I have 3 moons, 2 air, and 1 claw thingy-majigger. Which I'm sure there's a name for all these things, and I would like to learn them. Animal. It's animal. Animal, plant, earth, water, air, fire, moon, sun. Okay, I'm calling some of them right, but some of them wrong. And trying to remember them for all different games is challenging sometimes. Every game they call them different things. All right. Okay, so pay for these cards. All right. So we got a slow, 2 fast, and we have 3 moon, 2 air, and that thing. So we can do the level 2 of this Night Terrors. So let's just do that. Let's just target. What is fighting? Jungle. Yeah, nowhere is fighting right now, so it doesn't matter. I'll just choose here. 2 fear. 1, 2. That gets this card here. I also, I do have 3 moon. Oh, hold on. I have 3 moon, 2 air. Oh, I can do the last one too. Yeah. I hope I didn't forget that before. But I have 3 moon now, which I can generate another resource, but I don't think I need it. I think I'm good. Yeah. That works. Okay. So let's turn over this one, I guess. So this is going to be at terror level 2 still. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan there. Okay. All right, that's interesting. Choose here. Help me for some coastal land action, push them off. That would be nice. But then they ravage if I do it that direction. I can just gather them here. Okay, yeah, all right. All right, so that's done. These two, let's do target land. Target land has a Dahan, sure. Gain a major power. If you forget this power, gain energy equal to the Dahan. And you may immediately play the power card paying its cost. Yeah, I'll choose here as the target. I'll do this. Gain a major power. So 4. And if I forget this card, go to the mountain, you can get Sacred next turn. That's real damage too. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so what do we get? Mists of Oblivion. Slow. Range 3. 1 fear per town or city this power destroys to a maximum of 4. 1 damage to each invader. And then if I have these symbols, which, I mean, it's not hard. 2 water, there's a water. No, that's rare. But I do have moon and air. Oh, I eventually can get any resource, which is neat. So that's interesting for fear generation. Oh, Tsunami's back. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Coastal. All right, that's now top of the heap. Accelerated Rot, 2 fear, 4 damage. But jungle or wetlands. It's slow, so it doesn't help me there. It doesn't have symbols I like, but can get rid of blight. But only if I have sun, and I don't really. But again, if I can get any going, that's cool. But not right now. Oh, we got the flying around the guys. Wrap in Wings of Sunlight. Move up to 5 Dahan from target land to any land. Defend for 5 in that land. Wow. I don't. 2 animal? That's possible. I have 3 animal. This is an animal. And it's just a sun. This has a sun, though. I do have 1 other. And then first gather up to. But just moving them and defending for 5. Hey, Vinyl, how's it going? So I don't know. I'm thinking Tsunami, but the price is too high right now. But I like this Wrap in Wing Sunlight, and I know I get 2 resources if I destroy this card right now, and I can play the card right away. So I could get up to the resources for Tsunami. And my 3 moons, and your 3 moons gets 1. Oh yes. Wrap is great. This is great. And what do I have here? 3 water, 2 mountain. I have a couple mountain, 3 mountains. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. What do you want? Should I be moving to defend right now, which I think is pretty helpful because I could stop this jungle from blighting. So I'm leaning towards that. But I also could just do damage there and destroy those guys, aka move them. But this 8 damage could be what I need to start actually getting more fear from hitting cities. But it's slow. Doesn't happen right now. Wrap wings, John? Yeah. All right, you got it. Done. Thanks, because that was a tough decision. Oh, man. Okay, so I will forget this card. Yeah, let's do it. I'll forget it. So I'll gain 2 resources. So this is a default power one. I'll just slide under there. So I get 2 resources, right? 1 for each Dahan. Is it a May? It's a May, I think. You may play the major power immediately paying its cost. Okay, so I don't need to play it right now, but I mean, hey, that's, might as well. Might as well. But do I have enough moons now? I just eliminated moons. Did I already do my abilities? I think I did, right? Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, I did, because that's face up. I got a few there. Okay. Moons, 3 moons. I don't have 3 moons now. That's fine. So I don't do the little bottom gather thing, which is fine. All right. So I could move these ones that are sitting here doing nothing. And move up to 5 from target land. So it has to be 0 range from me, which that was. I need presence there, or like somewhere near there. And then now I defend 5 there. Okay. So that's done. And this is gather up. Oh, I could have done gather first, actually. But I kind of want to generate fear with this one. If I can get Dahan all together, it would be great. Let's do gather up to 2. So I'll choose there. I'll do just the gather effect. I think. Yes. Yes. I mean, I want to generate fear, but I think each player chooses a different land with Dahan and 1 damage there. So I will get to... They're gonna... Oh, that goes first. 2 damage. And then, do I have another way to damage? I have this one to damage in the sand. So I can do the additional damage to get rid of a city, which is 5 fear. 5 fear. Moves the Dahan and saves lives. Just hugging them with my wings. Come here, Dahan. All right. Okay, done. Those are done. Fast are all done, I think. All right. So now, fear time. Each player chooses a different land. Dahan, 1 damage there per Dahan dude. So I think here, but it could be here. I kind of want to get rid of the city. Would be amazing. Because then I can do additional damage there, get rid of the city and an explorer. And just push them over to the wetlands. Or the jungle. No, not to the jungle. But it's not the same kind of damage, right? What am I doing here? This damage is just stupid damage. But if I leave them there and do my defense play, the Dahan will smack that city, proper smack that city. So maybe I just do down here. But then these guys next turn will proper smack that. At a quick glance, I thought you were playing Mage Knight. Are you serious? Fear card damage is real. Dahan damage is real. Your damage is not. Oh, Fear card is? Are you sure? I thought it wasn't. When powers of yours would destroy or do enough damage, destroy the power. No, a single power cannot destroy a given invader more than once. Powers which cause damage via Dahan effects are effects just like all others. What? Okay. So I think it's this note here, right? A single power cannot destroy a given invader more than once. Okay. Powers which cause damage via Dahan are affected just like all others. All effects other than damage/destroy work as usual. Yeah, I don't know why I thought fear damage is real, Dahan damage is real. Okay, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, that makes a difference. So that damage is real, but this damage is not. That sucks. Okay, so then we're just going to do real damage here for 2 fear. Get out another fear card. Yeah. Boing. And that goes down, and that goes up. And terror level 3. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Okay. So that was the fear card. On to jungle time. So I've defended here for 5. They're not getting through. Dahan will fight back, kill all 3, right? Other jungle, nobody's home. Okay, that one's done. Then coastal lands are going to build. So nobody's home here. Build here's a town. And build here is another town. Fear card damage is real. Oh yeah, okay. Powers that make Dahan do damage is imaginary, but Dahan retaliation is real. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I have powers like on my cards or here, but I thought that was a power, but maybe that's not. I mean, I guess I could look in the FAQ, but I don't want to delay anymore. I want to just kind of get this done so I can prepare for our 7 p.m. stream where we crack open the new Marvel Champions expansions and try to figure out how to play with Miss Marvel and Captain America using their base vanilla decks. I want to see how the decks they built in the packs work just generally and see if they're any good. We're going to play against Green Goblin, going in blind to see what's that. We'll get destroyed, I'm sure. Okay. Next, that the building is done. And then explore in sands. So here and here. Holy, the coast is hopping. Hopping. Okay, so this is gone. Let's see. So I have the slow power here. Range 1 away. And I can do some damage. 2 damage if it's sand or wetlands. So I want to kind of do it here, I think. So let's do... I'm going to try to do the big defense here. I just have to get a presence out there, so I'm not going to get all my cards back, but I could reclaim the wings. So I could defend here too. I think that's the play. Reclaiming the wings. So if that's the case, doing damage in this place and moving here. So I have presence. I do a fear and a damage. And if it's a sand, I do initial damage, which is a town. And then it'll just push. And I'll push it into here where hopefully I'll be able to defend for 5. And then they'll fight back and I get to destroy those towns. Well, real destroy the towns. Which will then generate a crap ton of fear. Oh, and because I just destroyed a town, I get 2 more fear, right? Destroyed a town. And I need to put the reminder here. Okay. It's not a power. The fear cards would apply to any per player. Oh, okay. Cool. I have to work until 10. Another 4.5 hours. So a night of Rob getting destroyed. It should make work go by faster. Awesome, Vinyl. Awesome. Yeah, Mel will be here. We're going to play 2-player with it. So I'll play like Captain America. She'll play Miss Marvel or whatever. I'd rather play Miss Marvel, but we'll see. Just from what I heard, she's got like lots of good draw, but playing with a bunch of, I think Captain America's full of your, what are you called, your allies. That might be fun too, but we'll see how they work together or not. Because remember, they weren't all supposed to come out at the same time, so I don't know if they're all designed together like that, but they probably were. So that's done. All right, these all go away. I'm gonna keep this on the top of the discard pile because I want to grab that back. So I kind of know I'm picking this one. So I will reclaim one. I'll get my wings back. I'll throw out a presence, and that's perfect. It's at 0, which is what I want. I want to get 3 resources going. So I'll do that. I'll gain 3 resources, which will help pay for the wings. And what else do we want to do? I could play all my cards here. So let's just do it. Who cares? So we're gonna do all of it. And we get 2 moons, 2 air. So I can see the card. So we're at terror level 3 now. So the bottom effect, we're gonna, each player moves 1 explorer or a town from any land. Okay, sand is building. Yeah, I could remove this guy so he doesn't build there. That's a possibility. Okay. Now let's check our night terrors. How much are we getting from night terrors? They're all fast abilities. This is awesome. Okay, so let's see. So I have 2 moon and 1 air. Yeah, and one moon short from doing the bottom, but that's fine. 2 terrors, great. So another fear card. So 2 more. 2 more, guys. 2 more. All right. So those powers are done. Here, let's fly our buddies. Don't have enough for the bottom effect. We're going to fly these guys. I'll do it down here. So, and we'll defend 5 here, which should prevent any death and destruction. Okay, we'll put that little defend symbol there, remember that. Powers would generate fear, get extra, defend. Don't think it matters, but I still get a fear off it. So, but this does work with Dreams of 1,000 Deaths. I don't know if that works the way I'm thinking. Okay, so I'll target this land with invaders with this card. And I think I get a fear automatically. But when powers generate fear in target land, defend 1 per. I don't think I need it, but I'm still going to do it. And then this one I'll target here where I now have a sacred ground at range 0 from it. Defend 10, right here, defend 10. I don't think you can fly those to Han. Oh, because I don't have presence there. I don't have presence. You're right. Well, that's a kick in the nuts. So that was, getting that wings back might have been dumb then. What else could I have done? Could I got a different card back maybe? Maybe I can get another moon going instead. I could have gathered Dahan in the middle instead. But yeah, these Dahan are going to be toast. This is remove from any land. So, yeah, that's a pickle. Could just fire off 2 fear and get another card going. Yeah, maybe I do that. No, I think gathering Dahan would have probably been better. So let's leave the wrap the wings and sunlight business. That didn't happen. Let's do this one for free. That gives me more moons, which would have done an extra fear off this. I could have got... I don't think I need any other resources. Yeah, let's play that. So this one will gather up to 2 Dahan. So I could pull them in that way. So they'll just kill or if target land, so up to 2 from any, has buildings, I can generate fear. So I can generate a couple fear and just get another fear card off. I think that's what I'm trying to do here is just race, right? But I could save these Dahan's life too. And just let the blight happen. Or if it's not this card, I don't have ones that do like damage fast, which sucks. If I had one that did that, then I would be able to do this defense trickiness maybe down here and help me out. But do I say forget those Dahan and let them die? No, I'll just gather them here. Let's wipe this little island off. Okay, so that's done. I just saved 2 guys. Got the extra fear. Great, great, great. Okay, so those are all done. These are all done. They'll go. Let's do the fear cards. So first is I remove 1 from any land. 1 explorer or 1 town from any land. Let's do this one so they don't build up there. And this card, Seek Safety. So each player may remove up to 3 health worth of invaders from a land without a city. So I could do this. I could just clear this wetlands off. I could do this one up here actually, because this one's kind of safe. It has a blight there. I can't really do much up there. This one I at least can defend because I have presence there. I think this one's a better choice. And remove doesn't get me anything new, I don't think. Yeah. So that's cool. Another fear card done. All right. So coastal lands. Nothing happening here. Here's 10 defense, right? Right? That's what I chose? Yeah. This is 10 defense here. But I also chose if fear was generated, whatever, that doesn't matter. Okay. So fully defended, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocked, then 8 coming back. Kills them all. Real kill. And I get 5 fear for a city being destroyed, right? When a power of yours would destroy or deal enough damage to destroy, generate 5 instead. Oh, maybe I don't get 5. Do I get the 5 or do I just get 3? Oh, it would still defend 5. I should have looked at the comments. You're saying if I flew these guys over? And I didn't fly them, I still defend 5 in the land, right? But I don't have presence, so I'm not targeting that place. Yeah, so it doesn't work. I couldn't target here, which is what I really wanted to do. And it's not, yeah, it's 0 range. That's the problem. No, only 2 fear. Oh, okay. But another card. Another card. Okay. So let's, so that one's done. They all fought back and standing strong. This one, we're going to get a blight. Oh, I've been forgetting this too. I've been forgetting the blighted land thingy. Damn. How many times do you think I forgot that? I'll forget that power. And let's just destroy this presence. I don't know how many times. At least 2, maybe more. That sucks. I forgot all about that. I should probably put a blight here too to remember that now. Let's put a blight there to remember that. Okay, so blight happens here. Okay, so coastal lands done. And then we're gonna build on sand. Nobody. Yeah, that feels nice. Twice I forgot? Okay, thank you, John. Yeah, I feel like twice is about right. Okay, and then explore. Yep, wetlands are gonna explore in both. Done. Slow powers, none. All right. Okay, let's get all our cards back and we'll gain a... Let's just do a minor power card. Some damage would be tight. Yeah, if I can just find like an upfront damage card, I think I'm going major. I'll get 3 resources. Might be all I play though. But I want to play 3 cards. I have 1 free card. Yeah, let's just look at the major. Screw it. I don't think you won. I don't see any cities. Oh! I was sitting here trying to get this. Thinking I had to do that. Wow. I wasn't even aiming for that. That just happened by accident. Yes, thank you, John. I can't even, like, this guy, this high complexity level is like definitely throwing me off, but I love it. I love it. It's awesome. So much choice. So like it just changes the game up. It felt completely different. Like that's crazy town. I love it. All right. Wow. Spirit Island. This game is amazing. Amazing. I love it. Especially solo so far. Only played 1 co-op game. Still fun. Still awesome. But man, yeah, I definitely want to play this again. You'll see this again on stream, most likely next week. I'll play one day, try out some different spirits. Then maybe the stream after that, try out some invaders or scenarios, see what's up. But I want to just dabble and just have the spirits twisting my brain. I don't want to throw in additional rules on top of that yet. Ah, yes, John, engrossed. Engrossed is exactly the word. Exactly the word. Spirit Island is awesome. Awesome. Anyways, I have to go cram some food in my mouth, clean this up, get Marvel Champions out, set up for a stream in about an hour and 10-ish minutes. And Vinyl saying Mage Knight is better. That is sitting upstairs on the table. I've opened it. I've punched out everything. But that's as far as I've gotten with Mage Knight. But stay tuned. Mage Knight will come to the channel. And if it's better than this, oh boy. I like the fantasy theme, so definitely that should draw me in. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thank you to our Patreon backers. Thanks to everyone that's donated. All you guys hanging out in the chat, helped me out through this. Thanks to everyone who's new, who stopped by. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're watching this later so you do not miss when we go live. Also, social media links are in the description below. If you'd like to donate to support the channel, the links for that are in the description below. And if you're curious about the FAQ for this game, I linked that there in the description also. If you're watching this in the future, yes, I probably messed up rules. This is only the second day of me playing this game. But you can still leave it in the comments below, point it out to other people watching these later. Just timestamp it if you can. But that'll help everyone learn from my mistakes, which are inevitable. But yes, John, thanks for being here. Bye. See you guys later. Have a good evening, but I'll be back live in about an hour for any of those who are curious with Marvel Champions and the new expansions. All right. See you later.